And welcome to another Melee game stream. Hey, I'm Melee James, and you can't see my face yet, but you're about to see a whole lot of faces tonight. A massive ton of faces. This is something we've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I'm so excited we get to do this today. All right, so you should just be able to hear my voice right now, but you're eventually going to see my pretty face. It's not that pretty, and a bunch of other people, because tonight is the show and tell community event with our community over on Discord. I am so excited for this. Pretty much what's going to happen is we've created a old school go up in front of the teacher sort of scenario where everyone's going to go in the front of the class and show their cool things. So you're going to see some cool action figures, maybe some cool albums, maybe. You're going to see a whole ton of stuff. And I'm really excited to see what people have gotten. You're going to see some of my cool stuff sprinkled throughout, and we're just going to have a fun time relishing in everyone's geekdom, their nerddom, whatever you want to call it. So I think it's going to be a blast. I know that people love kind of showing off their cool things, and I know we're going to make each other super jealous with this stuff. Let's see how it's going, chat. DJax is over on the Rumble chat saying, yo, I'm ready for this event. Let's go. And let me know on Discord when you want to see my stuff. Oh, I want to see your stuff all the time, DJ. Kay will let me know on the fly if I'm able to show it on stream or not. But we're doing it webcam style. We're doing kind of shaky cam style, how we're going to see everyone's stuff and things. All right, you ready? Should we go in there? Should we jump into the Lion's Den and look at some cool knickknacks? I have no idea what anyone's showing, for the record. I know what I'm showing. That's about it. And I know like a general idea of a couple people, but I know no specifics. I can't fucking wait. All right. Let's take a look here. We are live. Hell yeah. Okay. You ready? You ready to jump into the Lion's Den and look at some cool things? 3, 2, 1, and go. Hello there. Oh, God. Is it just me here? Oh, there we go. Hi. How's it going, everybody?
Howdy.
We
had you.
There we go. Oh, you can see my face. I see some faces. I see a Discord ad. Let's get that out of the way. All right, guys. How's it going? How's everyone doing tonight? You all excited to see cool things?
I was talking to the guys, and yeah, it sounds like they've got some pretty exciting stuff. So
yeah.
I'm interested. We were talking about Tears of the Kingdom as well beforehand.
Oh yeah, and how we've been pissing everybody off on Twitter. You ranked it.
I was being nice. I was being nice. Everyone else in the chat or in this call is excited about Tears of the Kingdom. I keep forgetting the name. Yeah, so I was like, I'll just ask how it was trying to get the game. That's it.
Awesome. DJ is over joining us through Rumble chat as well. He's attentively watching, and he can't wait to see everyone's things and whatever it is they whip out. So I think, Kay, you're starting off, right?
Yeah. I thought I would start off just to make it easier on everyone else, because everyone's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. It's me that doesn't know. I have a few items. I'm going to start super basic with my kind of least interesting one. So I used to love collecting boxed games, but specifically I would like to collect the Japanese ones because I always thought like the N64 art was cooler than the English ones, essentially. And so I was at a convention and I found this in box, which is the Star Fox 64 art. And I have to say, this is like probably my favorite Star Fox art by far. So you can see that there. I haven't opened it yet, and I don't really want to open it. So I'm not going to open it to display it, but there's supposed to be a cartridge and like a little manual inside. So I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of my basic one. But I'll get into the more interesting stuff.
You said you never opened it?
I've never opened it, no.
So we don't even know what's in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming, like, they could have ripped me off. There could be nothing in there.
Yeah, exactly. There could just be like a mousetrap or something. Oh my god.
There might be a rumble pack inside.
Yeah. Hey, actually, that's true. Didn't the English version come with a rumble pack?
It did, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll have to open it one day. I'll have to be brave. We'll see.
Little side note, not to derail, but
I
No,
think someone
please.
should do a gaming channel, or at least gaming segments on Rumble, just called the Rumble Pack.
Oh my god.
That's a good idea.
I like that.
I love that. I love that. That's great. Let's see what else do I have here. Okay, here. This one's a little bit more interesting, I guess. Another N64 game. As you can tell, this was my childhood system. But I went to the same convention, and I met Charles Martinet, and he signed a copy of Mario Kart 64 for me, which I just love this. This is always displayed for me. And what I like about it is he always like writes dear to the person, like princess. So he's like Princess K, like whatever, let's go. And then he put from Charles Martinet. And he always does this little like face as well. I have a poster from him as well, and it's the same deal. So I love this thing. But what's funny is that this copy doesn't really work. I've tried playing this copy, and I can play some races, but some races completely glitch out. So it's a broken copy of Mario Kart 64 that I got signed, which was such an oversight.
Does that increase
that's
the
what happened.
value at all?
I don't know.
Busted?
No, I don't think so. For sale, broken cart.
Did Charles Martinet do anything funny? Did he talk in all of his voices? He seems to do like a Rolodex of voices every time he meets somebody as Wario and Mario and everything. Did he do anything like that when you met him?
Yeah, so that was so we're in Vancouver, Canada, and so there's like a convention that happens here. And it was pretty small at the time. He ended up going to that convention like when it first kind of started. And there was like a room upstairs, so it pretty much is a comedy club. And there was 2 floors, and downstairs would be like the playroom. So like usually you go to PAX and all that stuff where you just play games and hang out and have drinks and stuff like that. But upstairs was kind of like where the conference type stuff happened. And he was in a room, and he was like, let's just hang out. Like, he didn't have anything planned. It was just like, I'm going to be in here for an hour, and whoever wants to hang out, sure. And this is when they were still only getting like maybe a few hundred people at most coming to this convention. So it was actually pretty quiet. And so somebody came with a bunch of like old school Mario books from when they were kids. And he pretty much read through all the books in the voices. And I thought that was so cool. It's just a small, intimate room, and he's just reading like bedtime stories to us, essentially. And it was super wholesome. So, yeah, it was a good time. I also kind of trolled him because I'm a big Sonic fan, and so my photo with him is me wearing a Sonic hat. I thought it was funny to do that, but
Shameful. You broke his heart.
it was so stupid. He probably didn't care. He's probably like, whatever, didn't even notice. I was like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna wear a Sonic hat because Sonic is better than Mario.
That's probably why your cart's broken. He saw that and he's like, "Oh, I'll sign it for you. I'll sign it." But you know what?
Just
And he just took
drawn
a
it.
hammer. Yeah.
He'll start breaking it. Yeah, so no, it was super cool meeting Charles Martinet. And yeah, I haven't seen him in our city at least since, but I know that he still does a lot of stuff. Like I see on Instagram often that people are meeting him, and he's very like cooperative in the sense that he loves the fans, and he'll just like do whatever. He'll sign things, he'll read things, he'll film videos with them and stuff. So yeah, super cool guy. I guess I got a lot at this specific convention because I just realized this one's also from that. But to change gears a little bit, I have a PS2 Shadow the Hedgehog controller in Dome. So I know Shadow the Hedgehog was not a fan favorite for anyone. I love it. I don't care. That's my guilty pleasure game.
I appreciate the edge.
Yeah, I was into that era of like kind of black sheep games. So like GameCube's my favorite system, right? So like the kind of Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker, all these games that were like different. Pokemon Coliseum was like the edgy Pokemon at the time and all that stuff. So of course I like Shadow the Hedgehog as well because it was edgy and cool. Yeah, so I got this PS2 controller. And at the same time, actually, I also picked up a Mega Man controller, which I can't find anymore, which sucks. But it's a Mega Man X controller, blue. It's GameCube, and it's super cool. So I'll have to go through our storage one day and see if I can find it. But for some reason, when I bought it, everyone started applauding, and I was very confused. I don't know why.
The Shadow
I was
controller?
just yeah.
Maybe it was like cursed or something, and you like lifted the curse and you inherited it. That's weird. Applauding?
It was the most bizarre thing I've ever witnessed. Like, I'm just at a booth casually, and I was like, yeah, I'll pick up the Shadow controller and the Mega Man because I love both series. I'm like, sure, let's do it. everyone just turned, and it wasn't like a huge crowd. It was just like maybe 5 or 6 people that I guess were next to me, and they were like, "That's so cool!" And then they just started clapping, and I was like, "Am I in a movie? Like, is this a musical? Like, what's going on?"
Was it like, you don't have to say the price, but was it like super expensive? Did you drop like $5,000?
Really? No, I mean, inflation is a whole different story now, right? So I think
Right.
it's going to sound cheap in comparison anyways, but I think I spent $100 altogether on both, and they were in better condition than they are now. Like, I've gone through moves and stuff like that, so they kind of gotten scuffed up a bit, but like at the time they were pretty mint. They weren't like sealed or anything, but yeah, it was a very bizarre reaction. I don't know if like it was just like, yay, someone's finally buying something at this convention.
That's so weird. The only time I've seen that was at a convention. I saw a first appearance Spider-Man sell, and that was like they sold it for, I don't know, it was like it was somewhere in the tens of thousands of dollars, and I saw people applauding that guy. But I don't know, maybe you just found the 3 other Shadow the Hedgehog fans, and then everyone else was like, "I'll applaud." Sure.
Sure, why not? Just
Over the
like,
Hedgehog
yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a weird experience. And what's weirder is I went back the next year and bought like a Virtual Boy in box with like a bunch of games that were rare. No one gave a shit. So for some reason, these controllers were impressive, but that I figured I spent like maybe $500 on it at the time, which was a way bigger purchase. No one cared. So there you go. That's weird. I have 2 more items that I'm going to show off. Let's see what I got here. I've got my Shadow. Let's stick with the theme of Shadow the Hedgehog and go Sonic. This one's a little less rare, I would say. But I have the Sonic Mania collection, of course, because I'm a huge Sonic fan. For those who don't know, this does make the Sega sound. My AirPods might not pick up the sound, but I will try. You can kind of hear it.
I didn't hear it.
I'll film that
You
later.
gotta say
Whatever.
Sega to fill it in.
Sega!
There you go.
Worst case, I actually have one down in my bar.
Oh
So-
my
Yeah,
God.
exactly. It's like it's not a super rare piece, but I just felt like as a Sonic fan, I had to have it. Like it's just one of those pieces that looks really good, like you said, in a bar or like on your shelf or whatever. So I bought that and I was so happy.
You have
And
the cartridge that it came with?
yes, I have the
Yes.
cartridge as well. And so I've got the cartridge with the ring in there as well. And I actually made the joke to James because when he proposed to me, he just, went on one knee or whatever. But I was like, you should have grabbed the Sonic cartridge and snuck the ring in there. I wouldn't have
And-
even known. He's
And I
like,
would have saved so
"You
much
know
money. And you would have been probably happier. Like, oh my God.
I love the ring. The ring's actually inspired by Arwen. Not that I'm here to show that off to you, but yeah. So that was just a funny story around this too. Is I'm like, you should have just done it. He's like, that thing opens. I'm like, yeah, it opens, and it's got the ring. Super cool.
We got
All right.
Com Antilles and J Raptor fan and DJ Access all watching and enjoying the show. Thank you for watching, guys. We
Yeah,
we hope you
hello,
like all the
hello.
cool stuff.
I'm getting myself out of the way because I'm the boring one, and then we're gonna see some really cool shit. Okay, so don't worry, guys. I'm
I
almost done.
look nothing like Rod Flanders.
Yeah, you really don't. That was the most jarring thing ever to me the first time. I was like, who is this person? Because I started watching your podcast. If you want to plug that quickly, feel free.
Oh yeah, so I'm
Um,
on the Figure Action podcast every Thursday night at 9:00 Eastern. We do Transformers, unlicensed third-party stuff for Transformers and everything else. G.I. Joe Classified, Lightning Collection, Todd McFarlane's DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, Black Series. So anything on this Storm Collectibles is another big one too, and they're doing some awesome stuff with Mortal Kombat. We talked about the Shiva figure that they're putting out last night, and
Ooh, I
that thing
saw
just
that.
looks amazing.
Mm.
So yeah, come check us out. We have a lot of fun. There's memes, there's jokes, and anybody in the Transformers community probably already knows 2 of my co-hosts, T-Man978 and TM Reviews. They're both pretty prolific Transformers reviewers. So if you're in any of that stuff or you just want to see something different, come check us out.
Sweet, yeah. So definitely check that out because I mean we're gonna see a little teaser of his stuff today, but he goes in depth on that show. It's super cool. All right, my last item. This one is the Tales of Symphonia Collector's Edition for PS3, which is pretty cool. And it's got like different art on the side, so it's got like the second game there and the first game. What I like about this thing, first of all, usually for like people's favorite animes that are a bit more obscure, which now Tales of Symphonia isn't, but it was at one point, you don't usually get like really cool collectors. But of course, I got the game with it. You would hope. What else?
Current day
Yeah.
and age, that's
I know, right? You got the game with it. So I think with Sonic Mania, actually, you get a digital copy. You don't even get the physical one. Yeah, so I'm happy they at least gave me the game.
There's collector's editions now that come out, like, they're hundreds of dollars and you don't even get the game. You're just getting some stuff, and that's it. You have to buy the game extra.
You'll get
It's insane.
EA
like the
and
helmet or
Ubisoft,
something.
Mhm.
they pioneered that.
Terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible, I know. So yeah, I got in while I was lucky. A little like novel book thing. I think it's got like a bunch of art in it too, but this is the actual novel for the game. And then of course a steelbook, which I guess I shouldn't say of course to that either, because nowadays you don't get steelbooks anymore either.
Yep.
Which is insane because you used to get steelbooks for almost everything.
And now I find that if you do get a steelbook, it's a pre-order bonus at Best Buy.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed that Best Buy out of anybody is always the one that's like, here's a steelbook, and you go to any other like retailer and they're just like, here's your game, you're lucky you got it because we didn't get enough copies for everyone. Thank you.
That's what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, exactly. The soundtrack, which I've never opened, so I kept that sealed for myself. Oh yeah, this is the art book actually. So some art of the characters that no one cares about except for me. And then there's figures, but I've opened that box, so this is empty now. But essentially, you get the figures in this box, which is super cool too. So yeah, that is my little show and tell of what I've got. And now I would like to throw it to Gino.
I'll need to pull an audible. My wife's still not back downstairs, so.
Oh, you're good. Do you want me to go to James? Why don't you show us
You
something?
want-
We got quite a few things.
You wanna see something? Oh my god, what's going on with the blur? I look like I'm in a dream. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened there. Here, let me try adjusting this. I wonder if it's the heat is just melting this shitty webcam.
It's
there
entirely
you go.
possible.
There we go. It's,
We're having a heat wave right now.
you can see my
It's
mug.
warm here too.
All right. I have a pile of stuff that will be sprinkled throughout, but I want to get this one out of the way because it's delicate. Let me wheel over this chair here. Oh. All right. So, both me and Kay are huge fans of old BioWare, not so much new BioWare. Or what has BioWare even done in since Andromeda? I don't even know. But old BioWare.
Anthem.
Oh yeah. I blocked that from my brain. So old BioWare, so I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, huge KOTOR fan. So I'm trying to remember the name. Here's one thing about me telling stories is my memory is shit, so I make up things along the way. But at a convention, we met the concept artist. I believe his name is John Gallagher. That sounds right to me up here. I believe it's John Gallagher.
I think it is John Gallagher.
And
Yeah.
he was the concept artist on, I believe, Mass Effect 1 and 2 at least, and also Knights of the Old Republic. And these are some prints I bought from him, and I can show them because I should have kept them in nicer condition. And yeah, so they're a little bent, but oh well. So we have here a HK47 print here. Oh my god. Can you even see that? Yeah, there
I
you
can
go.
see it.
There you go.
Yeah, we can.
So HK47 print here, and the interesting story when I was talking to him, because like when I meet people, it's more to meet them and hang out. So the interesting thing about this print here, and he signed it down there at the bottom, is he said as a concept artist, you always get notes, and so they said, we want you to design I think it was like a badass C-3PO. Like imagine a mass murdering C-3PO. I think that was his words. And he's like, usually when you design something, you get notes. It's just normal for a concept artist. He drew this, and they were like, nope, that's perfect. That's the character. And he was like, oh shit. So that's the only time in his entire career. And he does film as well. I think he worked on Arrow and Flash. That's the only time ever in his career he didn't get notes. And you can see the Ebon Hawk up there flying. I have two more prints from him. Decent. Oh my god. I'm expecting some Trailer Park Boys stuff from you. And then this is a nice Batman print he did, because I'm just a huge Batman fan. He didn't do anything, like this isn't official, he just drew it for fun. And so I love how that looks there. And then finally,
Is that the same artist?
Yeah, that's all John Gallagher.
Oh wow.
So like the HK47 one, that one that was for the game. The Batman
I was gonna say
one-
that's his actual work that he does. So
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing other stuff too.
And he told me each of these is about a work week. So like one image takes him about 40 hours, give or take, depending on the detail. And then of course
Wow.
here is a Revan print I had to get from him. I'm like putting it over my
My
face so I can't. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
yeah, we
You
can
kinda
see
see. And I love the dual red lightsabers. Love the Revan aesthetic, and then you have the Sith fighters there. So yeah, I love going to conventions and meeting people that worked on stuff that I really like, especially video games. And so there's my first little thing is the concept artist that worked on the good years of BioWare, John Gallagher. So yeah, there's my thing. Are we ready? Are we ready for
Good
Gino?
stuff.
Did I show something else? How you doing, Gino?
You can show your stuff. I'm still waiting.
Oh well, I'm
Let's,
sprinkling through. So
Let's go to Paul then, if Paul's ready.
Man, I've been running around and making sure. But it's so
Who
funny
wants
because
to go?
no, I'll go. I kind of got it ready. Oh sweet.
Oh, is that a
Or-
Revan?
X0 if you want to go.
If
The
if you
extras
didn't know-
gonna
No,
go
he's
last.
the big finale. He's the big finale.
He has to go through a big tour, so
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I guess I'll go because I mean I'm ready, but I got a bit of stuff because originally I had just like two things. I was gonna show some vinyls. I was gonna show a cool arcade stick, but then I came to my basement and found a fuck ton of stuff.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know where to start. You know what? I'm gonna push these vinyls aside. Hold on.
I love the shirt. By
I got
the
a
way.
walking mic. Oh, thank you for the. Let me get this
Fancy.
shit out of the way. No, it's not that fancy. I'm too lazy to use the other better mic, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna look cool and have a handheld mic. What's up, people? Ah. Anyways, so all right, so I was rummaging around, and literally just right out of the fucking blue, I notice. I mean, it's been here. It's forever. It's like this is my like OG NES from fucking. This is the original NES that I had since I was a kid. I was put like in '92. It's got smoke stains all over it. I'm like, this is hilarious. Fucking zapper gun, still like as if someone just. I think my dad actually plugged it in recently and played fucking Duck Hunt with.
that's a classic. I love
and-
Duck
and-
Hunt.
Wait, Duck Hunt, Super Mario, and World Class Track and Field, just sitting in there. Dude, yeah, I'm like, dude, I got a ton. My family are hoarders. They don't throw anything away. There is just this random. I also just found this random as fuck Game Boy game in the little thing. Sorry.
Dude, I get it. I was fumbling with that controller. I'm like, oh god, it's a dome. It's gonna fall over.
Yeah, I got delicate shit. Take your time.
Fucking Castlevania 2. Belmont's Revenge.
Yeah.
On the fucking whatchamacallit. Just decent. I'm just gonna set that right
It's
there.
a
It's gonna
perfect
be
shelf
part of
for it too.
I love your bar, by the way. It looks so cool.
Right, dude. Yeah, my this is like just in my childhood basement. My dad kind of redid this area. There's a little Polish flag right there. We're Polish. Yeah, so it's pretty decent. I said fuck it. I'm gonna set up like a little streaming area or like where I'm gonna talking to the microphone. Be like, guys, I'm gonna rant too. Bah! So
I feel like I'm at a concert. You got like such a professional microphone. You're like ready to hype us up.
it's not that pro. This is like the basic fucking just a regular microphone.
Show off your
So you
the one
talked
I
to the
use
girl
for
with
my-
AirPods, so
What?
so you talked to the girl with AirPods. So by any
Oh,
extension, you
Well,
know way
that's better
more.
than fucking like AirPods sound good as fuck. So all right, moving on. I just thought that was cool. So along with my OG NES, I mean, and then right next to it was this big fucker, classic, just sitting there, fucking PS2.
Yeah.
It's dude. Again, this is the like all this stuff was the like we bought one, we never sold it. It just sitting there, fucking yeah, hoarders, man. We just it's just sitting in there, fucking Where's the other stuff?
Do you
Okay.
remember some of like your memories on that PS2? Like, what were your first games on it that you experienced?
You want to know something funny? This is I think it was officially my brother's PS2.
Oh,
My oldest. I have 2 older brothers,
you inherited it.
and no. Well, I guess yeah. But what's funny is it was technically I have 2 older brothers, and it was my oldest brother's. I guess it was a Christmas gift or something for him. So anytime he got a game or anything, and I wanted to play it, he was a dick and was like, "No, you can't play it unless A, I'm home as well, and B, you can't get further than me in the video game." I'm like, "You suck at video games and you never play them, so I'm supposed to just wait for you to fucking." He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to see you beat it first." It was a terrible. Yeah, so I have bad memories with this fucking thing. But no. I mean, not bad memories, but you know, I always just remember that. I'm like, and then eventually I got him by getting a 360, and then he's like, "Oh, can I play on that?" I'm like, "Fuck you."
How the turntables.
How the turntables. So no, yeah, it was funny, but no. As far as games on this thing, oh, where's Jason? Jason, I played a lot of Street Fighter EX3 on this motherfucker.
Hey, I mean, when it's got the best music,
That
I can see
Guile
why.
theme.
Guile, man.
We're gonna troll Craig with that Guile theme for the rest of
Hey,
his
man.
life.
Michael.
He could have bad taste. It's fine.
He didn't give it chance. I literally heard the fucking of the snare
I
and
know.
the song about to pick up, and he's like, Stop." And I'm like, "What
Yeah.
happened? Did the stream break or what happened?"
No, old man Craig didn't give it a chance. Like I knew it was gonna happen.
God.
What a jackass!
There's something
What,
cool
uh,
I want to say about the PS2. I was an Xbox kid. I was such a fanboy. It was crazy. That was the last console wars I was a part of. Where I was like, no, my system's the best. But I learned about the PS2 after, and I mean, maybe you're more of an expert than I am on it. But what's cool is when you start up the PS2, I didn't know this until years and years and years later. All those pillars are like how many games you've launched on the PS2, and how long they are is like your playtime. And I was like, fuck, all right, I'm still an Xbox fanboy, but they win in that regard. That's the sickest
That's-
shit ever.
That is, I didn't notice that. But now that I think about it, I'm like, I remember first playing this and there only being a few little boxes and shit. And the
Yeah.
more and more games you play, I'm like, wait, there was a lot more boxes later on in the life cycle. I'm like, holy, the damn Japaneses, they know what the fuck.
It's so subtle and cool, and once you see it, you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would do shit like that for consoles these days, but nope, they're just
Yes.
giving us ass. So this thing's a legend. I also, all right, hold on, I gotta really quickly get off camera and mute the mic real quick. 2 seconds.
That's okay. But yeah, no, I fucking when I learned about those pillars, I was mad jealous for sure. Kay, did the GameCube have any little secrets like that? Because you were a GameCube person.
I think you hold down like the Z button or something, and it makes a separate jingle, something like that.
On all
but-
four controllers.
Yeah, exactly. So there's stuff like that where you could kind of alter the intro, but I don't know about the actual like pillars. I don't think there's anything like that. The thing I found funny recently was like there's this reel going around Instagram that's like, did you know on the PlayStation the logo sits like this, but you could turn it like this, and it has like 5 million views because no one knew that.
I
Yep.
knew that.
Yeah, people forgot that the PlayStation you could stand up and then you could turn it. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then it like dawned on me, oh my god, there's so many people growing up now that never had this experience with these things. Like I can't even like make fun of it because they
Yeah.
just never experienced it. It's like how I learned about the Atari and stuff like that and the Commodore and now people are learning about the SNES, Genesis, even PlayStation 1, 2. And it's kind of cool to be in that role of teaching people about stuff now rather than, learning it yourself. So
I think somebody said it once in the chat or somebody where I think kids should start off with the NES.
Yes.
And as they grow up, they should be able to play more advanced technology. For real, because
So
I started
I
off on
was
2600, so I agree.
yes, yeah, I was a part of that group for the longest time of like, hey, should start, but as I'm getting older and everything like that, like I would hate to handcuff somebody to be like, hey, no, you have to play this old stuff because I did to like games. And then next, it's like, oh, I don't like games anymore because you made me start on this hard stuff. It's like, I can see both ways, but like, to me, it's like, just play whatever's good and play whatever you're interested in.
Nah, I'm a firm believer of fucking get good or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I was 4 years old when I played Mega Man 2. What's
Yeah.
your excuse?
I beat Mario Brothers
Unfortunately.
when I was 5, or Super Mario Brothers.
Yes. Yeah, same.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right on. Yes, but look, that like, what 5-year-old today can do that? Like beat Contra or
Well,
like anything old school.
We'd have to get into the whole accessibility argument because
Oh,
Right.
what?
I got stuff and things to say about game difficulty. But if you want to feel really old, there is now more of a time gap between the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 5 than there is between the NES and the PlayStation 2.
Yep. That's crazy. I
that,
feel
like-
old.
Yeah, that always messes with me.
Fuck.
Put that in Instagram reel.
Hey.
You'll make 5 million views.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So continuing on. I do have a few more things.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Let's
just
go.
All right.
I'm hyped.
Just a couple more just shit that I just found laying around.
I love it.
PS1 controller.
Yeah. Oh, is that
I'm not gonna-
analog or is that without
Not
analog?
the analog.
Oh, the
not
classic.
analog.
The OG.
Yeah.
And analog.
Oh.
Now, is that the analog controller or is that a DualShock? Because
This
There's
is
a difference.
analog. Wait.
well, the DualShock
Analog
had
controller.
Rumble. Yeah.
No rumble.
Yeah.
I don't think
so
this had
that-
rumble.
That was what was nuts is that they had the analog controller out first, and then it was a huge deal when they came out with the DualShock.
Did the DualShock, was that for the PS1 too? Or
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I
Yes,
thought the first DualShock was PS2.
Mm-mm.
No, they had the analog come out with a Great Escape.
No. DualShock
was it
came out
DualShock?
DualShock came out with
Was
Ape
it?
Escape, but the
That's right.
analog controller came out first. I want to say it was released around the time Alien vs Predator Alien Resurrection came out. But maybe I'm wrong.
Might be right. I'm not sure. I get that mixed up too.
Classic, whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
Dreamcast controller.
Oh, wait, hold on. This random ass light gun for the Dreamcast.
Oh,
I've never
Oh,
seen
dude,
that.
that's
Mad
sick. What? Bring that
Yeah.
on screen. I love the
Yeah.
Dreamcast. Okay, that's awesome.
I think it was a third party.
Yeah.
So
Do you
I'm about
own
to
a
go-
Dreamcast as well, or do you just randomly have
Okay,
the gun?
I'm about to go into a whole story here. And
Perfect.
it's about to lead to my it's gonna lead to my the best thing I got here. So, all right. What year was it? It was 2008, I think, around that time. And it was impossible to get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 anywhere. It was like hundreds of dollars for the PlayStation 2. It was hundreds of dollars for the original Xbox. The cheapest way to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was to buy a Dreamcast off of eBay for $40. Burn Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because, as everyone knows, you could just burn the games. And there you go. That's how I got to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get this old ass outdated console, burnt, and because I really wanted to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have a Street Fighter tattoo, but that's just because Ryu and Ken are my boys, and my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 roster is just the 3 Hadouken guys. These
Even
two
if
and
they
Akuma.
have, the arcade one up, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 out now.
What do you mean?
You can get.
An actual arcade?
Yeah, you can get that.
It has online play and everything.
It has online play. Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, so
Can I see
I got
that
the-
tattoo again? That's my favorite thing so far. I want to see that.
show and tell.
Yeah. Show me your skin, Paul.
Is that close enough? Should I get
A
closer?
little bit. You froze there for a second, but oh yeah, no, that's man. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Oh.
It's detailed. I like that.
Yeah, I like how it
Yeah,
looks like
he-
it's breaking through your skin, like with the pixels.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
great.
Hold on.
Should have been
Sorry,
adults
I'm getting-
only. Paul's showing skin on show and tell here.
Wait.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That looks good.
So he did the
There's
digital.
a Samus up there.
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. I got
Look at that.
to add a
Damn, dude.
background. I haven't added it. I'm still like, this is actually like the first, the second tattoo I got is old as fuck, and I want to add. I've been wanting to add a background to it. Like I want to do a whole
You're
sleeve.
doing the Taker
like-
sleeves, the Undertaker sleeves.
I'm gonna do an Undertaker sleeve of just video game screenshots on my arm.
Yeah.
But it's like this is already like 10, 12 years old. This tattoo right here. But he did like this digitized pixel breaking. Oh, wait, I don't know which way to go.
No, it looks proper, dude. That's my favorite thing so far, for sure.
Decent.
You gotta
Appreciate it.
you gotta give updates as you grow the sleeve and everything. I want to see it get built.
I need to get back to it because again, like I said, I hope that it doesn't because this one's so old, and if I put a fresh background on Samus, which I probably might have to just draw over her to brighten her back up, but it still looks it still looks decent. Okay, so back to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm not done here.
Okay.
So I got it. I got Marvel vs. Capcom. I was playing on the Dreamcast. Oh, you motherfucker! I just saw it. So I was playing on the Dreamcast, and okay. So the reason I love not only everyone loves Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I specifically have a fond memory because in my high school, not inside my high school, but out of the 3 years out of the 4 years of high school, not your freshman year, but the rest of the years, you were able to go out for lunch, and there was a pizza place right by my high school that had a arcade of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and literally every day for lunch, I would go over there and see the same motherfuckers playing. There's one dude with like crooked ass teeth, big fat guy. He was kicking everyone's ass. Dude, this guy wrecked the fucking pizza parlor.
Who'd he play?
The tentacle guy, the green tentacle guy. I don't remember his name. Who else did he use?
If he used Sentinel and Iceman, he's a cheap bastard.
Yeah.
Who's the cactus? Is that the same?
Oh man,
Darkstalkers. I'm not the biggest Darkstalkers fan, but
I think he used the cactus guy, the tentacle guy, and someone else. I can't quite remember. It was so long ago. But for years I would go there. But I kicked this dude's ass once using my triple Hadouken team. Fucking, he was getting pissed. I was just fucking laying on him with the fucking. Oh man, Akuma in the air, fucking throwing it down like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, I was raging like a mother, shooting down the Hadoukens. That's why my name's Paul Hadouken.
Yeah, so we were looking for Ming. I'm like, it starts with an A, and I couldn't come up with it.
So okay. So all right, that's my love for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So when I got the Dreamcast, I really wanted to play on an arcade stick. So Dreamcast has this fucking shitty arcade third-party arcade stick. I don't know if you guys.
You're gonna show me a Green Goblin.
A Green Goblin. Anyways, no. This isn't the big thing. That's garbage. That thing was trash. So eventually, fucking Xbox came out with the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Xbox Arcade, and I was like, fuck yeah, awesome. Now I can play online, all this shit, yada yada. But I still don't have an arcade stick for it. So I fucking, this is like, I don't know how many years ago, and I've only used this fucking arcade stick like 3 times in my life, and I never whatchamacallit, I never really open it or play it. But hold on.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh damn, dude.
Those were from Mad Cats too, and they were super high quality.
Yeah.
The only thing that pissed me off about it was that the directional thing was like this weird 4 corner shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
why
you had to buy an octagon gate.
I did buy that octagon fucking thing, and now it circles perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ryu, whatchamacallit over there. Hulk versus Zangief on this side.
VC Origins.
The box is so nice. I'd be like, how do I take that out of the box? It's beautiful.
Mega Man versus Iron Man. And
they made it so that those collector boxes, because that Paul, yours has magnets on it, right, for the front doors.
yes.
Yeah, and they made it so that you could open it and rebox it and have it on display.
Nice.
I had the Street Fighter 4 one for a while, and it was just really, really nice. Really, really nice set.
This is like, again, I'm glad I'm a hoarder and didn't like pawn it off for like when I'm desperate for money. Almost ruined my vinyls.
Yeah, there we go. not there you go ruining the vinyls, but just that collector's packaging. They really thought about this being something you'd use and display.
Yeah, they knew people were going to keep that in box. You can tell.
Gently.
Paul, does that have
Smashes
the trap door for the USB? Like where you can tuck the USB inside the stick? 'Cause I recall the Street Fighter one had that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah,
in the
there
back.
it is. Yep.
Wow.
I regret selling
like-
mine.
The theme I've noticed with your stuff, Paul, is you keep it in really good condition. Like, everything looks really good.
Oh, this is the only thing that looks good. Everything else is dirty as fuck.
The little icon makes the PS2 and everything look like it's like mint. pretty
Oh,
much.
I did rub everything down with alcohol before I put.
Nice.
I give it a nice alcohol wipe, so that's maybe why it looks a little clean.
Gotta make it look pretty.
But yeah, that is my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade story. Even fucking
Dude, that's sweet.
the instructions are still in here.
Would you consider getting the arcade cabinet these guys were mentioning?
I don't know if I can afford it.
Yeah, I bought
They're
one
expensive,
arcade one
dude.
up, and I'm
Oh,
like, that's
Sentinel.
it.
Oh, what's that figure you got there, extra?
This is the HasLab Sentinel. We were talking about the Sentinel being a cheap
Oh
bastard.
shit.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
he lives in my office for now.
I love that the chest lights up too.
Yeah,
It's a nice
I
touch.
well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
That's actually pretty sick. It gives me
Well, I
bad
heard-
memories and bad just everything, but it's awesome.
I was gonna say I took up a lot of
Hate
time,
Sentinel.
so if the next person wants to go, and if we need
All
to
good,
kill more
Paul.
time,
All good. If you want, we can move to Gino, and then we can always loop around to other people as well. If people think, "Oh, I forgot to show this" or whatever. So
For sure.
yeah, Gino.
Yeah, I
Yeah, go
loved your stuff, Paul. And show me more of your skin as time goes on. I love the tattoo the most.
Yeah, we want the updates, dude.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we swapping
sure.
over to Gino now.
Yes,
All right,
I am actually ready this time.
let's go.
So I found like 5 more things while I was rummaging through my stuff up here, and I'm like, oh yeah, these things are probably pretty cool. But first, I'm gonna start off with my big ass wall of pop figures. Just point out a couple specific ones that I really like, at least. Where are you? So here, the gold power armor from Fallout.
Mhm.
That was part of the GameStop like mystery boxes over Thanksgiving the first year. They did that, and then my wife got me the Scott Pilgrim Sexpa Bomb band.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I got a couple of different Mega Mans. I got the Black Hole Bomb, Quick Boomerang, and then the retro version. Then another one of the ones I got because my wife got me a set of Dragon Balls for Christmas one year is Shenron. They also had Red Shenron, but
That's one of the nicest
He was
pop
a-
figures I've ever seen. I'm not even a Dragon Ball guy. Like I don't even know, but that just as a dragon bust, that looks sick.
then there's the Dragon Balls there. I think crystal, if I remember right.
Mhm.
But they like glow funny when you take a picture of it.
that's
These
awesome.
look really good out of box as well. It's like when it's in the box, the black kind of takes over, but
Yeah.
seeing it, you hold it, it makes it look way nicer.
I thought they were black Dragon Balls at first.
That's the case. Let
Decent.
me put that down.
Have you made any wishes with it yet?
No, I tried though. It didn't work.
I wish my pee would grow.
Oh no. Never works.
Never.
So then one of my favorite Magic cards I have is the I forget what kind of artwork this is, but it's the like it starts with an A and I can't think of it. But it's one of the fancy artworks, and this card goes for about $60. It's like the antique or something like that.
And so, question, because I'm not really a TCG person as much. Like, how much would a typical, let's say, box be? If you're buying like a box of those cards, like, is that taking over the whole value of the box? Is that like a portion of the value?
So this would be about the price of a fat pack. Those come with about 10 packs and then a bunch of lands. booster box is about 100, I think, or 120.
Wow.
So
They're
And I
like
just got
160
taxed.
Canadian.
That's insane.
I got my. Forgot about you. Super Saiyan God Goku.
I haven't seen that one before. I've
Out.
seen like some of the other ones you have, but I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I have too many. I stopped collecting after all, but that was one. My wife had got it on eBay or Amazon from Europe for like $100 when it came out.
How do you decide?
Got dead Yamcha back there.
How do you decide which ones you keep in box and which ones you take out of box? Do you have like doubles, or what's your system?
So
for that?
originally, I just was taking them out of the box until I realized, oh wait, these could actually be worth something.
Yeah.
Then I just started
So-
leaving them in box.
I just saw
So, yeah, I have
the beast Brock Lesnar there. Sorry.
Yes. I have a horror story I want to mind because I collect pops too. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I got a CM Punk one. Got it for free.
Ooh.
Never thought anything about it. Obviously, things happen with CM Punk and everything like that. I took it out of the box, threw the box away. Found out that throwing that box away cost me $200. That was great.
Oof.
Damn.
I have pain like that too.
So-
Ophelia. Oh man.
Yeah.
I keep.
If you
all
ever want to
the
see a wrestling pop
comic-
figure that's stupid expensive, there's a 7-Eleven exclusive that was Rey Mysterio that goes for like 500 now or something like that.
Yeah.
My buddy has that because our friend got it for him as a joke because it was at 7-Eleven.
Makes sense.
Wow.
On the topic of wrestling,
Then-
real quick. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I have just wanted. I had one thing. I don't know if you want.
Let's take a look.
This
Go
fucking-
for it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same
VHS?
tape. I have the same tape.
of Sting
yeah.
unmasked.
The icon.
Sorry, I just had that sitting right here.
I love
We're
it.
talking about
That's
wrestling.
sick.
Go ahead.
Then the last couple of things I have at least 5 of the autographed Ninja Sex Party albums.
Oh.
Very
I'm
cool.
missing 3 of them because they were expensive and I just had twins.
I gotta listen to that band. You mentioned it a couple times.
They're good. So
Fun.
here's they have 3 cover albums and then 4 or 6 just traditional albums, like or original albums. And then
Have you ever been to Magfest? Because they put on a big show there many years.
no, I wish I was. I think I know which one you're talking about because that's where they revealed one of the songs from Cool Patrol. I'm pretty sure.
I now fully understand why you were devastated when I was like, we're watching JonTron only Game Grumps. You're like, I have these CDs.
Ninja
We'll
Sex
put on
Party
some
is
Danny
really
just
good.
for you.
You know what's funny is I never watched the Danny era of Game Grumps. I think because my heart was so broken over John leaving. But I still in my Spotify playlist have a ton of Ninja Sex Party. But no hate to Danny. Ninja Sex Party is killer. I'm just
His vocals
heartbroken.
are great.
Is he?
So-
What's the correlation between JonTron and Ninja Sex Party?
Oh, Danny was
So-
the replacement
Yeah.
on the show.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right on.
Danny's the non-ninja.
yeah.
Ah.
That's the best way
You
to
don't-
explain it. The not
you don't
ninja.
hear
Ninja is Ninja Brian.
He's the sex in the party.
So I actually went to a con and attempted to cosplay as Danny Sexbang. I found out I fit into a children's medium leotard.
Yeah, pics.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Some-
You have to-
somewhere.
Uh-oh.
If I find them, they'll be in the Discord.
Perfect. See,
Oh.
that's why you gotta join the Discord, people. We get all sorts of stuff in here.
You're gonna see the Ninja Sex Party pics if you join our Discord, folks.
Yeah.
Then I got 2 more things. One is my X-Buster from GameStop.
Ooh.
So I could actually make sounds and charges and all that.
Decent.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
And then when you turn it off, he dies. I don't
How
know
much
if
did that
guys
set
heard
you back? We could hear like the beginning sound.
I think it was about 100. Luckily I got it as a Christmas present, but yeah. Same with
Nice.
my last item, which is actually Mega Man headphones. They
Nice.
are
Oh,
official Mega Man
dude.
headphones. They came with
I've
the
never seen those before.
license of authenticity,
Wow.
but then you turn it on and the ears light up.
That's sick.
I like the
That's
paint on
so
those.
cool.
Do you wear them in public, and do you get any compliments like about it?
I used to wear them in public. every once in a while, but now that phones don't have aux ports, it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Android baby.
Oh. That was some really, really
Android
awesome
doesn't have it
stuff.
either anymore.
Oh really? Oh shit! I literally gotta. Here's some vintage Google Pixel 3a. Still rocking the 3a over here, guys.
I have
I'm
a
pretty sure Jake
Microsoft
has
Zoom
one too.
somewhere.
Everyone hates on iPhone, but there's an adapter for aux. So just saying,
True.
flex.
Oh, an adapter,
They-
not just.
I have
plug
it
right
for USB-C also. I have Bluetooth now, so I'm like, it's.
in. Oh,
That's
you
how
know,
I feel. I don't want to do cables anymore. I'm just like, AirPods. I don't care.
oh, I got so many cables.
Mhm.
I still fucking rock wired controllers for everything.
Nice.
Smart man.
Dig it.
Very smart man.
Fuck batteries. Wasteful.
Hey, okay.
Here's
That brings
the
me to your question after too.
Oh.
Go ahead, Gino. Oh,
here's the
okay,
certificate
that's
of
cool.
authenticity for the headphones.
Days.
That's super cool. I love that they give you that too, so you can be like, look, like this
They're
is legitimate
legit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, they're real.
But the thing with headphones is they break so easily. I'd be terrified to have that as a collector's item. It's like one thing goes
Yeah,
out
the-
super easily, they snap, whatever, you know? But
Yeah,
they're
the
super
cord
cool.
doesn't work anymore,
Uh,
or most of the time. But it's like, the headphones still work. That's the important part.
Yeah, exactly. Paul sparked something for me. I'm just curious, like, what is everyone's favorite controller?
I have mine. I have
The
mine
deep
right here.
sigh.
PS4.
360.
So
PS4 is good.
Yeah.
I have
Oh.
Xbox One. They really nailed it. That generation really had the most comfortable controllers.
Yeah. I'm PS5 personally.
I
GameCube.
really like the PS5 one, but
GameCube.
but I also really like the Elite Pro 2 controller. So
Oh yeah. But the thing with the Elite Pro 2 is I find like there's so many pieces, so the only reason that I'm turned off by it is it's so easy to break that controller, isn't it?
no, not really. I've had mine since 2019. My original one, it's held up, no drift. The battery lasts. I charge it like once every couple of months.
Wow.
Ridiculous. And the case doubles as a dock, so I mean, I just leave
That is the nice thing about it.
yeah, leave the cable plugged in, just dock it in there. So I also have the PS5 Pro controller, and that one's also really nice. But it's 2 steps away from perfection, and it just needed 2 more rear bumpers or paddles. They just did
Yeah.
2, not 4. So,
I'm shocked that you kept it since 2019 because most people I talk to, they have that controller, it breaks in a year. And then they have to go and exchange it, and it's like this whole thing. And you spend like what? I mean, Canadian, it's I think $250 with tax or something. At least you know a few years ago. So
it was up there. No, I got mine. I got mine from Walmart, and they had it priced incorrectly for $129.
oh
I was
shit,
like, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna not get this. And then when I did, I was like, this is the best $130 I ever spent.
damn dude.
Well, that wasn't the best $130 I ever spent, but it's up there.
I was gonna say the man with the room with tons of stuff in it. That's your best thing. Well, ask you that
That's
question
why that's why I'm retracting my statement here. So
Spoiler for all of your podcasts. It's the controller that's the best thing. Sorry, guys.
There's a cat.
Yeah, I mean for me,
That's the best thing right
PS5
there.
Yeah,
Gino.
that's the best thing. I heard GameCube controller. That's my second favorite. I have to agree with that.
I still have my original Wavebird from
Oh yeah.
when did that come out? I have a fun story for that Wavebird too, because I lost it once at MagFest, and they found it in a hotel room and shipped it back to me.
Oh,
They actually gave it back to you? That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
they charged me. Like the Gaylord Hotel was like that's the actual name of the hotel.
The Gaylord Hotel.
Yeah, like, I'm not like insulting the
doing over
hotel. I'm not like the Gaylord Hotel charged me $25 to ship it back to my. No, but I was just glad to have because I also left my GameCube controller adapter in the room. And this was during
Dude.
so this is like the Wii U era. My buddy brought his Wii U. We were playing Smash for Wii U, and then I just left my Wavebird and the adapter in a drawer, and I was like, "Guess it's gone." I emailed the room like, "Hey, I left this in here," and then like 2 weeks later, they're like, "Yeah, we found it. We'll ship it back to you."
That's really cool, especially because the Wavebird is hard to find now. So you know, and the price is astronomical. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm glad you got it back.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. James, do you want to show off DJ Axis's stuff?
Hell yeah, let's do it. I
Yeah,
would be
let's do it.
happy to show off and stumble through my buddy DJ's cool things. So, DJ, if you wanna, you're watching over on Rumble, buddy, and of course everyone can go check out DJ Axis's amazing music. If you want to help explain stuff as I stumble through it, because I don't know what I'm about to look at. I have not looked at your stuff, but I'm gonna be your mouth and eyes. Take that as you will, and I'm gonna try to keep the chat up, and let's see how it's gonna look. So you, everyone watching, gonna get a little peek into our Discord here. I believe it's all in the show and tell, right?
Yeah. You'll see it in the show and tell. He's got
Alright.
the
It's
images
gonna be
up.
just a bunch of dick pics.
Beautiful. I'm happy with
Trolls.
that. All right. Okay. I think we're looking good. Let me pull up the chat here. Let me pull up. There we go. We got DJ. He's ready to go. He says, "I'll do my best." DJ Access item number 1. Oh shit. Is this a like vintage? I'm gonna guess what it is. Is this a vintage Harley Davidson wallet? I want to say it looks like a wallet to me. Is that what that is, DJ? That's fucking cool. And I'm curious what year that's from. Because that looks like something. That looks like it has a story behind it. If you want to type out the story for that. But yeah, it's looking good on the stream here. Okay, so he says the first thing is a vintage Harley Davidson wallet. Oh damn. Yeah, that's cool stuff. And I wondered. I have so many questions. Curious if you still use it. If you whip out like when you're at the restaurant, it's like, yeah, here's my vintage wallet.
Definitely whips it out.
Yeah, definitely whips it out. Yeah, let's see. DJ says, a friend of mine gave this to me back in 1997. He passed away, so this has a lot of sentimental value for me. That's, man, it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I take back that whip out joke.
Paul, this is a place for inappropriate things. Don't you worry. That's awesome.
I retract it.
There you go. I actually have something when we get to some of my stuff I'm sprinkling in as well that is also sentimental. So that's the best stuff personally is like a lot of things we see today. It's like, oh, like, you know, Kay showed her cool Sega thing, but other people, Extra owns everything. So a lot of people own that, but like
Not everything.
I doubt that. But the sentimental things, like those are the best. So DJ, thank you for sharing that with us, man. I appreciate sharing a sentimental piece. DJ says, this is the wallet I currently use, by the way. I know it's at least from the 80s. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your friend's wallet here that he gave to you. Let's look at the next thing. Item number 2. All right, help me out. What am I looking at? Are these magic cards?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
So-
waiting for the
That's-
stream to catch up. I'm like a minute behind
Oh,
what
yeah,
it's showing because it's not on the screen here.
That was the thing is I'm seeing this for the first time and I'm not an
Yeah.
expert, but okay, so it looks like it's a set of magic cards. If anyone else can
Yep.
fill in while we're he's typing. All right, DJ says item number 2 is just a portion of my Magic the Gathering cards. My question's for DJ. Do you still play? These look like they're in really good condition. And I don't know Magic at all, so I'm curious if any of these are like super rare or hard to find. He says these. He says these are my
yeah,
most
that-
expensive ones. The cards at the top and the trade binder are worth at least $2,000. Oh shit! That's worth
Yeah,
more
that
than
red
anything.
card
I
that you
have.
see,
My girlfriend.
that red card that you see right on the bottom right there, that's a Wheel of Fortune. That's a pretty good card.
Oh
Damn.
shit! Nice.
Yeah, my girlfriend had a huge collection. She said when she was with her ex, and then the ex took it, and she said it was like, I don't even know how much it was, but like
Stupid
at least
amount.
like 8,000 cards or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, DJ says the Wheel of Fortune down at the bottom is a revised edition. It's worth about $330. And that's American, folks. So all you Canadian viewers, that's money. that's a lot of money.
$500, man.
Damn. Wasn't there like a recent like Lord of the Rings set that I thought Kay would be all over? I think there was also a Godzilla set that I should have been all over, but I wasn't. But yeah, if I was ever to get into Magic, it would have been the Godzilla set. That's super cool. All right, let's move on to item number 3 here. We've got a official Advanced Dungeons and Dragons computer product. I love how it says computer product, Shadow Sorcerer, an animated fantasy adventure.
Oh, Axis said he doesn't play Magic anymore. Had a falling out with people he played with. Incidentally, they're also the reason I don't like fantasy stuff anymore.
Hey,
Womp
well,
womp.
I like fantasy stuff. You and me can.
Yeah, we all do.
yeah.
Let's all hang out blowing.
we
that's the
we
whole
will
point.
revise his fantasy.
Yeah, dude, you're a
Exactly.
huge pillar of our community here, buddy. We'll do some fantasy stuff with you. Wait, not in that way. What am I saying?
I'll
Oh
be a
God.
fantasy.
That's for the After
oh.
Dark. Come on.
Yeah, after dark we'll do some fantasy stuff with you, buddy.
Wow, wow.
So I actually don't even I feel like I'm the dumb one here. I don't even know about this. This is an old PC game, IBM PC. DJ, tell us about this. Anyone know about Advanced Dungeons and Dragons for the IBM PC? This is an
IBM.
inbox PC game, and I've never even heard of it, but this is a classic. I can tell just by looking at the box here. I love the art on the box. It's I'm a huge WoW nerd, and so seeing this, it's very like WoW before WoW. DJ says item number 3 and 4 are a boxed full copy of Shadow Sorcerer for MS-DOS. And I think this is from 1990 or 1991. Damn, I love DOS. I grew up on
Good
DOS
old
games.
MS-DOS.
Yeah, I have so many memories with old DOS games. There's a certain sound to DOS games, similar to like the Genesis sound. There was a certain way the graphics looked as well on DOS. Like they just popped super hard.
Extra zero.
Let's see here. The last picture. The last picture is the box contents. Let's take a look here. Oh shit! I see a floppy. Is that a floppy disk there?
Let's see that floppy.
Oh man,
Flop that out.
Look at the
Is
catalog
it a 3.5
art.
inch or a 6 inch?
Look, it's all about how you use it. Wow, the catalog art here is super, super cool. The magic of computer role playing. We got a magazine here. We've got what's hot. Man, I miss old magazines that look like that. I follow a bunch of Twitter accounts that are like just show like old gaming magazines, and I'm like, I remember the fun of this. Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys a plan. I'm gonna spoil a plan I've always had. I've had this literally for like 15 years, and DJ's actually triggered this in my brain. There's a hint line here. It says, "Get the hint. Help is only a phone call away," and then it has the number. It's a 1-900 number. So here's the interesting thing. Is 1-800 numbers and 1-900 numbers, there's only so many of them, so they're recycled, right? And I did this once, and I have never done it, and I've thought for like 15 years, this would be a great YouTube idea, prank calling old video game 1-800 numbers, and just talk, whoever is on the other line, just acting like you need tips. So like you call you call the Mortal Kombat 3 helpline, and I'm like, hey, I need to get a fatality. How do I do Cabal's fatality?
You know, if you want to bring somebody in that has experience messing with telemarketers,
There you go.
Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
Voices.
Let's do it. This idea's been
better
in my head
yet,
forever.
Be a voice that you wouldn't expect to be playing Mortal Kombat 3, like an old granny. Like, hello, I'm trying to do a Kano move, but I just
my
don't know.
granddaughter Janice left this magazine, and I just picked. Excuse me, darling. I have a stoma, and I'm trying to figure out the fatality for Luke Kang.
Yeah.
Why is he doing a bicycle kick? I thought he was here in the Mortal Kombat tournament to kill people.
Oh my god. I did it one time, and it was like Battletoads. It was like a Battletoads number or something, and they turned into like a paper company. And so I'm like, yeah, I can't get past stage 2. And it's like, sir, we sell paper. What's that? How do I get past stage 2? It was so.
I want to speak to Zint's Pimple or Rash. Are you one of them?
That's great.
DJ says everything in the box is in mint condition, by the way. I can tell, dude. The manual, the inserts, even the disc is untouched. Oh, so is this not the copy you played like back in the day? Yeah, no, it looks mint. Like I'm not seeing a single flaw. This is so cool. DJ.
And I can attest to that. DJ keeps his stuff in good shape because he sold us some games and we got them there in mint.
Yes.
I felt like weird touching them. I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna ruin them with my fingerprints. They were like in such good shape.
He literally sold us those games for the purpose of it going on our store. And I'm like, can I keep Squeak Squad and Dawn of Sorrow? Can I at least play them first? Like they're so perfect and everything. So all right, that's DJ Axis' stuff, man. I want to say huge thank you, DJ, for sharing this, buddy. And screw those old friends that don't want to fucking play fantasy shit with you anymore.
Hell yeah.
We'll fucking play fantasy shit.
We're the crew now.
Yeah, whether it's Deep
Wrestling
Dick
club.
Dwarves or whatever, man. So no, this is sweet. Thank you, DJ.
I do have a question based off those DOS games. A, did you play DOS games? B, what's your favorite DOS game?
Ooh.
Or just name random ones off that you remember.
Redneck Rampage.
Oh yeah, Redneck Rampage is great. Although a lot of Star Wars DOS games are pretty decent. Whatchamacallit?
Jazz Jackrabbit was another one that popped into my brain.
I played some old, like, did you ever play Scorched Earth?
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
It sounds really familiar.
Does sound-
yeah.
It's like basically the OG Worms, but with tanks, and it was really retro looking, like Atari graphics.
DJ says he played a ton of DOS games, man.
Hell yeah.
I
Another
love them.
one was a fighting game called One Must Fall, where you were
Oh
robots.
no.
Nobody remember that?
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
Holy hell, good times, man. I'm just
Yep.
flaring them off.
Woo! Flare. Sorry,
Oh,
I said
man.
flare.
He's like, I didn't want to hear the words "one must fall"
No.
ever again.
Just bad fighting games in general sometimes just
You know, when
hurt.
I hear One Must Fall, you know what comes to mind? One
Mortal
must
Kombat?
stand,
One
one
must fall. You got the touch. All right. Oh, DJ listed some of his favorite DOS games. Incredible Machine 2. Jazz Jackrabbit, dude. That was my childhood. I actually want to play that again one day.
Incredible
Raptor,
Machine's amazing.
Raptor, Call of the Shadows, Commander Keen 1 through 6. I know those are on Steam now. Abuse and Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle. Oh man. Oh, bangers after bangers. And there's one of my favorite albums, Hellbilly Deluxe.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just
Yeah, the
randomly-
Rob Zombie caught my attention. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
When he had the hand that feeds up, I was like, okay, you got my attention. Wait, that
Mm.
was the album, right?
Which one?
You had Nine Inch Nails album up. I know. The
Oh
hand
yeah,
that feeds
yeah,
on
yeah.
there,
With teeth, I think it's
with
called.
teeth. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to
Love
go
that
through a
album.
quick rapid fire of that, Paul? Since you said you wanted to show some vinyls, we can pop
You know
back
what?
to you.
I will show some cool like the actual cool colored discs, because there's some of them are pretty sweet. Hold on here. Feel like a stand-up comedian with my microphone here.
Tell a joke.
That's what I mean. I feel like I'm at a concert or something. Like it makes it feel more professional.
What's the deal with airline food? All right, hold on. All right,
It's
I
not
don't even.
food and it doesn't fly.
Oh, this was. Anybody ever listen to Il Nino back in the day? Another new
El
metal
Nino.
band.
I don't know.
I listened to a lot of new metal.
I love new metal. Send me your favorite song. I'd love to hear it. I have not heard them actually somehow, but I want to.
So I'm just gonna. This one had a pretty sweet looking disc. So, but yeah, no, they're basically like they were on the same label as Slipknot, and basically they're just Mexican Slipknot with fucking whatchamacallit,
That's a
extra
cool looking-
percussions,
That's a cool looking disc right there.
splatter, kind of like a pukey green, but I like what they do with vinyls, man.
That's so nice.
Out of curiosity, now I don't like the sequel trilogy at all, but that had one of the coolest vinyls. Have you ever seen that one?
What's that?
So the
Star
start, like the
Wars.
I think it was
Oh.
Force Awakens had it. It had a hologram that appeared when you would spin the record.
Oh,
That's
shit.
pretty decent.
Yeah, I hate the
Uh,
sequels with a burning rage, but John Williams still killed it. So I'd buy that
Ooh.
for sure.
For sure. If it's still John Williams, I'm down. I just hate everything Disney and all that, so I want to give him the money.
It's
Fuck
not
those
Disney.
bastards.
It's the company that owns the name Disney. It's no longer Disney.
Fucking assholes. All right, what we got there? That is Korn. Life is Peachy. Second
Nice.
album.
Yeah.
Great album.
Love Korn.
Classic.
Oh, the dude, Andrew Sisters. This is fucking old school jazz.
Nice.
Thanks to Fallout 3, I'm super into fucking like swing music. All like basically the whatchamacallit, the soundtrack to Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Well, more Fallout 3 because they had more jazzy, whereas New Vegas had more like twangy twang kind of
Yeah.
country music. But fucking yeah, the Andrew Systems. They did Bugle Boy, Tuxedo Junction. This is like old fucking. I love this shit.
Some good shit though.
Hell yeah! Oh man, listen to the Andrew Sisters. Fucking, they're great. What's this? Beastie Boys. Somebody.
You're gonna have to link us to all this afterwards
Which
in the
BC
Discord.
Boys album is that?
This is License to Ill.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I think the
recognize
first
the
one.
cover.
First one.
The So Eminem used that cover for his Kamikaze album also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people fucking confuse that with Eminem's. Yeah, exactly. Beatles. This is the first like vinyl I tried listening to, and unfortunately, I bought. Actually, it's over. It's like right over there. Like some shitty record player, like the $50 one off of Amazon that looks like a suitcase. Don't buy that.
Yes.
Don't buy that.
It's supposed to look retro, but it's crap
Yeah,
plastic and everything.
It is it plays okay, but it's made to play through the speakers it's on, because once you plug it into like some good speakers, it does not have like the internal stuff to make it sound good. So if you want a good turntable and listen to records, you're gonna have to cough up at least like $350 for a decent turntable, proper one with a weight in the back. Because a lot of albums these days, dude, I went through 4 or 5 different record players before I landed on the right one, because I'd get one and all right, yeah, that was the first one I got. The second one I got was decent, but I couldn't switch the head to replace the needle. It was like permanently on there. I was like, nope, that's fucked up. And then I returned that one. I got another one, which was the lesser version of the one I have now, and it was actually pretty cool because you pressed a button and the needle would automatically go on it and play it for you. But it wasn't built for modern music, which has like a lot of bass, and the needle would get pushed off of the vinyl,
Jesus.
like because the way this shit works is they're actually grooved in there,
Right.
and the needle, if you don't have a proper weight, and they'll say, oh, all you need to do is tape a nickel or a quarter on top of the weight. There's a whole thing in the community where they're like, don't do that. If you want to listen to records, you need a proper one with a proper counterweight in the back, and
Wouldn't that
that's how
damage
you
it?
listen. It could damage it. Yeah, that's why people if you put the quarter on it, you're basically ruining the thing, and that's why the proper counterweight measures exactly like however many grams of weight you need to press down for the optimal. Yeah, dude, vinyls are crazy. Tell me that's not alien technology if you've ever fucking heard it. How is this technology 100 years old? They sent it off to space. There's a reason they sent that shit off to space. They're like, thanks for the technology. Hell yeah.
Yep.
But
It's so bad, but when you showed the Beatles album, I instantly thought of like that Twitter thread we've all been in, where it's like, what's the most overrated thing that you love? And it's like, I love the Beatles, but they're so overrated.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what? When you get really, really stoned and you listen to the like more stonery ones, fucking amazing. You're like, why are they so great, man? What the fuck?
Hey, without the Beatles, I wouldn't have Motorhead. That was Lemmy's words. So even though I don't listen to the Beatles, it's like, well, thank you for Motorhead and everything else inspired.
I respect. I too didn't listen to the Beatles before. I listened to everything else first, and then I popped back to the Beatles, and I was like, oh, okay. Beatles is basically like Jesus. There's time before the Beatles and there's time after the Beatles. Everything changed. Like not only just because now Beatles came out and they put out a record that fucking everyone wanted, and now every other label, every other producer was like, we need to fucking match that. So then the Beach Boys fucking put out a banger album, and then another banger, and then then band after band was trying to top the Beatles, and it really set off this wave of like 50 years of amazing music, and then it just halted in 2010. No good music after 2010. God damn it.
I think that's being generous.
I am being generous. It's more like 2005 is where it died. But
for me, like the 2005 to 2007 era of everything, like anything after 2007, usually not good.
Yeah, I agree. Once technology became more available, everyone had recording shit in their houses. SoundCloud became a thing. All that fucking downhill. Holy shit.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
We could move on to the next person because I got move things around. So
yeah, man, you do you. You do you.
Thanks.
Jason, are you ready to show your stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I can go first. All right. So I'm gonna go kind of the same way that you did it. Something simple first. So big things that I collect are Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat are like huge things that I have a big collection of. So I'm gonna go with my Resident Evil first. I couldn't figure out which one to grab out of everything I had back there, so I figured I'd start where I started off, and this is actually my original copy of Resident Evil when it first came out.
Ooh, the big box.
Ooh,
Big
those are nice
box.
boxes.
My Babbage's sticker is still on there that I paid $59.99 for it. But yeah, this is where it all started for me, collecting everything that you could think Resident Evil. So that's where we're going to start off with. And then we kind of showed it off, but I feel like show it again. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's not the good version of it, but it is a very expensive piece for the PlayStation 2 that I've had for a very long time. My Dreamcast one's better, but it's always weird seeing the PlayStation 2 version because we're like, oh, yes, right, it was on the PS2. It wasn't very good on the PS2, but it was on the PS2. So
I'm
did
ignorant.
you
What's
buy
what's
it,
the
and how much
difference?
did you buy it for?
I bought that probably for $60 when it came out.
Okay, decent.
Yep.
What,
A lot of stuff that I'm gonna show I've had since it's not like a lot of rebuy stuff. I did have a video game store myself, but a lot of stuff I just kind of sold. There'd be a couple things that I might show that'd be like, oh yeah, I did get this from my store, but a lot of the stuff is pretty much when I was kind of tiny. This is one of my favorite. So obviously, inside scrolls all that stuff. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. And a lot of people forget. They don't forget now because they had the collection, but the Ghoul Patrol, the sequel
Yeah.
to Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Super Nintendo. Really underrated game. It's not Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but it is kind of cool to see a actual copy of this. So that's kind of something I've had for a while.
I have a question about Marvel vs. Capcom, actually. You said that the Dreamcast was the better version, like in your opinion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the Dreamcast played a lot better. It played more true to the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one thing that was different between like the PlayStation 2 and the Dreamcast is that the Dreamcast had more of the arcade hardware, where if you had it on a PS2, you're playing a little bit slower kind of game and a lot of like different like the game just didn't play as well. Played, but if you had one or the other, you'd want to play on the Dreamcast.
I'm glad I'm not going crazy because I felt that because I ended up buying the PS2 version way later and I was like, this game feels different. It doesn't feel as good. I
It is
didn't
a
make the
lot different.
correlation.
Yep, it is a lot different. Yep. This is I was just grabbing things too. So this is actually my 3DS, which is actually
Ooh,
fairly expensive now, but I'm a huge Super Nintendo fan, so obviously I
love
had to
that
get one of
stuff.
these. Oh yeah, I absolutely love this 3DS. Got my copy of Chrono Trigger in it. So, but it's modded now, so I have pretty much all games on here except for Chrono Trigger because you can't get a version of that. So let's go to my Dreamcast stuff. Just because they mentioned
I
it.
love Dreamcast.
So just because he mentioned it, we got this in box still with Typing of the Dead.
That's
Dude,
So-
I'm
awesome.
obsessed with that game. I love Typing of the Dead.
Yep. So Typing of the Dead in case with the keyboard, everything in there. Got all that other stuff too. And then also, this is another kind of like I always forget that I have this, but I think I mentioned before, but it's called Bleemcast. I don't know if everybody has ever heard that, but as you can see, it says
haven't.
Bleemcast. But on the very top corner, it says MGS. As we all know, MGS means Metal Gear Solid. So this is a copy of Metal Gear Solid for the Dreamcast.
What?
That's super cool.
Yep.
I've never heard of
You-
that before. That's crazy.
Yep, they made these little discs right here that you would put in, and after that, you would put in the copy that you had for your PlayStation, and it would just read the game like it is a PlayStation game on the Dreamcast, and everything would look updated and everything like that. So
I remember
was-
that.
they had, I think there was like 4 other games that they did that too. I can't remember off the top of my head. So, but yeah, it's a really cool idea that they did. Again, Dreamcast, you can pretty much copy anything and play off of it. So they kind of got in
It was
trouble
the
and got
best
away
thing
with
and
it.
the worst thing. The thing that killed
Absolutely.
it, but it was amazing for us.
This is kind of my more expensive stuff before I go into a couple other things. But I have not a huge selection of Sega CD stuff, but I have a Sega CD and Tower Power and all that stuff. I didn't want to unhook it and all that stuff. I have that all hooked up in the other room and everything like that. But I decided I would bring 2 games that are very interesting to play and fairly expensive now, but Lunar
Yes.
1 and Lunar 2.
One of my buddies that was supposed to come tonight. This is his all-time favorite game, but he's stuck working. So when he watches the the archive later, he's gonna be like Lunar.
Yeah, we got Lunar. We got that for the Sega CD, and then we got. I think I've always wanted this when I went to video game stores, like rental stores and everything like that, because it just looked cool. So I had the Lunar 2 inbox, everything inside of it. So the whole complete books, everything. But yeah, pretty much everything in this thing. So I've had this for a very long time as well, but I absolutely loved it. And then again, as you can tell, I'm the fighting game fan. So I have arcade sticks up the wazoo. This one's right now is just hooked up to my computer because I was playing Street Fighter 6. But customized one right here is a little scorpion yelling at a dog, not says don't make me say it again to a dog, saying obviously get over here.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
my little thing.
Great.
That's
How
so
heavy is
clever.
that? That looks like.
Oh, this got some weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Kwamba Dragon, so this one's a pretty beefy one. And then I have another one back there, but and then my last thing that I have, again, because I haven't showed anything Mortal Kombat yet, this is actually probably my favorite. If I have to guess, because I keep looking out there because you can kind of see there's more stuff there and more stuff
I
here.
keep looking at your wall, and like squinting.
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Mortal Kombat Funko Pops up there. That second thing right there is a bunch of Street Fighter controllers from the Xbox and all that stuff. There's like Ryu, Ken, Akuma, Chun-Li. I got a bunch of Mega Man stuff up there as well. But we go into the last thing. This right here is another arcade stick
Yes.
of MK.
Oh
But-
my.
As you can see, there's some silver writing on this.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
This
That's
is signed by
amazing.
everybody from the original 3 games that was in the game or created the game. So we
Wow.
got, I've met all the guys. They're super nice guys. Ed Boons is hiding right over here.
Mhm.
See, we got John Vogel up there. He draws Raiden and Goro on everything. Philip Anj, Mr. Shang Tsung himself. Sal Diva, Carlos Pacina. Always cute. We got Jess going up here. But yeah, pretty much
Wow.
you name. The only person that's not on here because I didn't want to bother him is John Tobias. I met him. I didn't have this on me. It was in my car because I thought he was going to be there, but I wasn't sure and I didn't want to hold on to this whole time. But yeah, he told me I should have brought it. He would have signed it, but he's the only one that is yet to sign this for me. So I have to plan another trip to find a way to get Mr. Tobias to sign this for me because
Yeah. Oh
he
my
is
God.
the
Get him on the
last one. Right, yeah. Well, the fun thing is, like, it won't be hard. I just have to go to, like I said, we're by the Galloping Ghost Arcade. These guys are frequent there.
Nice.
So, I mean, if you're there on a Friday or random Friday or Saturday night, you can run into, Carlos Pacina. You can run into Daniel Pacina. I mean, I've met Daniel Pacina. I mean, I don't know how many times so he's the one that's usually there a lot of the time. So it's actually really, really cool. But yeah, this is probably the coolest thing I would say that I have, just because, like I said, all the guys that pretty much shaped my gaming history off of, kind of had a little say in that little arcade stick right there.
Yeah, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so you officially made me jealous tonight for sure.
Yeah,
That
way to
is
shit all over my
insane.
arcade stick.
Yeah, that is wild, dude. Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that one arcade stick itself is so nice,
Mhm.
but then just having all the signatures on that, put that behind
Yep,
glass.
that's
Why
sick.
is that out there? Well, I guess when you
Yeah.
get
So,
John
no, yeah.
Tobias's, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, this actually goes on my Mortal Kombat arcade 1-up, so it literally just sits up top,
okay.
kind of like a little placard on top of my MK arcade 1-up that's in the other room as well. So
Nice.
That is awesome, dude. My God. Sorry, I'm
I
just
know,
in
I'm
awe.
almost like speechless from seeing that.
Yeah,
'cause
that was a
that's one of the
speechless
coolest things
moment.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
but yeah, and then so I got other like random little things just around too. But like I said, if I had to choose some of the bigger proprietary things, and like I said, and obviously the best one was for last. That is definitely up there.
Hmm.
That's 2 sticks.
Well, I have way too many arcade
mean-
sticks.
2 sticks as a finisher.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want someone to break that arcade stick just so you can say that was a $5,000 arcade stick, asshole. Okay, extra got it. Extra.
I mean, I love the Mortal Kombat movie. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I remember like after that scene, I wanted some sunglasses like that, man.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
get
want
those
that on a
Ray-Bans,
shirt.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Now, that's actually one
Wow.
thing I was kind of thinking about after I get everybody signing the top of it. If I ever get a chance, because I know a couple of the people have gone to a movie theater around the mall that is by us to maybe get the sides by the people that were in the original movies.
Mm-hmm. That'd
That-
be great. Yeah, like get Robin
So
2
I'd have
on
the
there.
games
and-
on. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Frank Welker was Goro. Got to meet him.
Oh
One of the most
yeah.
prolific voice actors in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was super cool.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
love when you
speechless.
showed off.
Like, that was so cool.
Let's give, I guess, chat as well a second to breathe. Like, I'm just curious what everyone's favorite thing is so far. Anyone in the call can say as well what their favorite item is. I have to say that Mortal Kombat arcade stick is my favorite thing. I
Yeah,
have to
That is
say.
pretty sweet.
That and Paul's tattoo. Those are the two. So
You know what's
far.
funny? I was gonna say real quick. I probably live the closest out of anyone to Galloping Ghost Arcade, and it didn't even dawn on me until like recently. I'm like watching like something about it. I'm like, oh, it's the biggest arcade in the world. I should probably visit it more often. Huh?
It just got 900 games in it. That's it.
Yeah, just 900 games. That's cool. Is anyone distracted by fucking Mr. Mustachio
That's
right
a
here?
Beautiful stash.
Oh, this is the best.
You should grow that, Paul. You
I'm-
could rock it.
Trying to.
I just love that every time I look over at Paul, he's got a different, like, vinyl.
I figured that's what I do. If anybody's looking
That's
over
perfect.
my video, I'll.
Anyone else
Put 'em-
have any favorite items they've seen so far?
I did have a story because Paul showed the Hellbilly Deluxe, the Rob Zombie. So
Yeah.
a quick funny story about Rob Zombie was I fucking love Rob Zombie. My favorite tour was the Gruesome Twosome tour, and it was with Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a teenager at the time, so I was like, "Fuck it, let's go full Alice Cooper makeup." So I'm in full Alice Cooper makeup. I've done Alice Cooper makeup a few times. I go there, and John 5 is doing a solo, and Rob Zombie leaves, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess, he's just getting some water or whatever. You know how solos go during the concert. And then John 5's still going crazy with his solo, and then all of a sudden I see a searchlight in the crowd, and I'm like, oh shit, I hope someone's not missing. I hope everything's okay. Because I've been to a lot of shows where shit goes south, so that was my brain. It was like, oh, searchlight? Turns out, I keep watching the show, searchlight comes right past me, and it's like, oh shit, that's Rob Zombie going through the crowd with a searchlight. And I'm like, what? And and I was a teenager at the time, so I nowadays I'd be like, whatever, leave me and my Jack Daniels alone. But as a teenager, I was like, what? And so I run up to him and I grab his arm and I squeeze it. Here's the thing. There was like 8 underage girls all over him, all over his everywhere. But I was grabbed onto his arm, and he ignored all those underage girls and just stared me right in the eyes because I had the Alice Cooper makeup, and he was like, yeah, and all that
Hell
stuff. And I'm
yeah.
like, wow, you cared more about
Sick.
me than going to prison?
Absolutely.
What a good guy.
That is a good guy.
That's when I saw the Hellbilly Deluxe, I was like, oh, okay. That was the story that
That's
popped into my
awesome.
head. Oh, yeah. Who's
That's
up
super
next?
cool. Let's
Yeah,
see.
dog.
We've got Franchad has to head out a little bit early, unfortunately. But he's gonna send us some photos, so we
Yeah.
can show
Oh,
those on
no.
the screen after.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, so good. We're gonna do more of these anyways. The community is gonna continue to grow, and we'll have new members that want to show stuff off too. So you'll have to
Awesome.
save some of it for them.
Yeah, well. All right, I'll send some photos. See you guys.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks for chilling.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've got Isman
Kinda
that
feel
can
bad.
show us some stuff too. No, it's all good. It's all good.
I see dog. Oh, he's gone.
Doggy.
Oh.
Where'd
No,
he
I'm
go? There
back.
he is. Okay, I see dog.
This is the first thing I'm showing.
Winner.
Walter, that's his name. He's a little bit of a bastard.
Oh, I know all too well.
Oh, see,
the
as
winner?
you can see.
Fuck off.
Oh, you're
I'm
I'm
not
not one
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
popularity. He just leaves.
Okay, all right. Here's the first thing. Let's see. First thing I'm gonna show is this here. Let's see if I can get close.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So it's a challenge coin from the NYPD. And it's got Hot Rod on it.
Nice.
Yeah, they give these to law enforcement. I found it at an auction at an estate sale. Some dude died, and this was in his stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick. Not that he died, but that
No.
that's,
Yeah. Yes. Of course. So I thought it was cool, and I never seen one before. Apparently, they give these out in Canada too, but I never heard of them.
So yeah, Isman.
So you just found it randomly online? Like you were just hunting for
Yeah,
horror
there was an
stuff,
ad
or-
on Google. I guess I had been searching lots of Transformer shit, and literally there was an ad, and I bid on it. No one else did, and I bought it. It was only $100.
It sounds like a steal.
Yeah,
It
the,
sounds
I
like it's
know,
a
it was
priceless
good.
item.
the interesting
It
thing
was
about
good.
Isman is that Extra collects Transformers, but Isman collects Hot Rod, and that's and that's
Only.
his one. Yeah, so he has a Hot Rod shrine, and so that's why he grabbed that one. Is just like anything and everything that has Hot Rod on it, and so that's so cool that because that's like a one of a kind thing. Like
Well, there
that's-
were
that's
other like
crazy.
other people have gotten other Transformers, other characters. I don't know why this was given to the guy. Sometimes it's like friends and family will give it to an officer that did something in the community, or it's really random. There was no info on it, so but it was cool. Here's the other thing I am going to show. I don't know if you can see this because of the glare, but it's a Hot Rod again. Except it's a Wolverine comic.
Oh shit!
Let's
9.8?
see. Yeah, it's a Wolverine comic. So essentially, some I got it off some guy who was a fan of the Wolverine comic, and he went to the artist of the comic with a blank comic, and he asked him to draw something. And the artist apparently normally does Transformer stuff, so he drew Rodimus as Wolverine, and the guy didn't like it. He actually hated it, so he sold it
Why
to
would you
me.
hate that?
Because he wasn't a Transformers fan, he was a fan of the actual comic, the Wolverine comic. But I just thought it was freaking cool because it's literally I like Wolverine and it's Hot Rod at the same time. So
And the
Cool
grading
art.
on it
I
is
would-
insane, and like a 9. That's why I said
Yeah,
9.8. That's crazy.
the only reason it didn't get a full grading was because the artist drew this.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Oh, so you just
yeah.
literally couldn't get a higher rating.
Yes, that's the only reason, which was kind of dumb. And then for my last thing, I'm only showing 3 things because my stuff's in storage renovating. Is this little Robbie toy? I don't know if you
had him
guys
as a
know if
kid.
you've ever seen it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. From Radio Shack. Oh, I had one. Oh, it was so cool.
He still works.
Do you have a coin?
Yeah.
No, I
there
don't
he
have a
goes.
coin, but his tongue will come out because the coins are delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
I
I had to literally like 5 minutes before this. I had to clean the rust out of there and the battery acid just to try and get it working. It wasn't working, and then I was like, "Wait, this is an old toy." So I slapped it, and it started working.
It's like the blowing on the cartridge thing. You just get a little
Exactly,
smack and
old
it's all good.
electronic.
They always work.
Exactly.
Over on YouTube, Superman, if he wasn't scared of rocks, he's fucking loving your stuff, man. He was like 9.8, and then that's unique.
Oh, I'm glad.
He's like unique as fuck, and I'm like, yeah, I was shocked to see that one. That's truly one of a kind. A lot of one of the kind stuff, and then the robots.
And next
adorable.
time we do this, if I have more stuff not in storage, I'll bring some cool stuff out. I have some really old childhood stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do more of these. Like I said, we'll probably do one another few months or something. I'm sure people will be like, oh, I should have shown that during the stream. So we'll definitely do more. But I'm just laughing at like the 9.8. Like, oh, yeah, the artist had his hand on the paper. So therefore, like,
Yeah, like
it can't be more than that.
I read comics. I was talking about comics last night, but like I'm not like an expert, but like seeing a 9.8 is pretty fucking insane just on its own. Like,
Mhm.
So because those gradings are like the most insane shit. You might think you have something
Yeah.
mint, and they'll be like 6. It's like it's mint. 6. So
There's a tiny crease here.
Yeah,
or something,
exactly, like yeah.
Yeah, when
speck
I
of
got it
dust.
graded, the dude laughed when in the email when they were emailing it back. They were just like, "Yeah, unfortunately, because it was a drawn piece."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh,
nothing you can do.
yeah,
Yeah, by the artist. So shouldn't
Yeah,
it be fucking
Shouldn't it be perfect?
Exactly.
But yeah.
11?
yeah."
The fuck?
Yeah.
It makes it funny. I like it.
Dude, that's super cool. James, do you want to show off some stuff?
I guess so. I don't think I
Yeah.
can top that. What do you,
I
okay.
was gonna top those things, but those are pretty cool.
Let's see. What do we got here? There's a couple things I want to show. I'll show one for now. I'm just deciding between which one. Let's do okay. So DJ inspired me earlier because he did the nice sentimental wallet. So I'll show something of mine that's sentimental, and it's got a little bit of a story with it here. So let me just open this up here, and then I'll show it, and then I'll tell the story if I can. So we got this here, which I think Isman will know, Kay will know. It is a signed DVD copy of the legendary Sphere of the Lycanthrope. Now, now I have to. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is that shit?" So to
The
explain,
fuck?
what Sphere of the Lycanthrope is. So if anyone watched Metacritic and all that, if anyone else is a fellow Metacritic fan, he discovered this show called Photon, and it was like this crazy, funny show in the 80s. Because you know how every show was built to like sell something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Photon was a show built to sell like a brand of laser tag, pretty much, and it was like laser
Ooh.
tag but extreme, and the show was just fucking crazy. The show was wild, and it was like pretty much it's like that movie. What's that movie? The last about that kid that's really good at video games and he goes to space or whatever.
Oh yeah, The Last Starfighter.
That's it. It was pretty much that. So it was like about a kid named Bodhi Lee who goes to space, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm so good at Photon. I get to fight aliens." So the leader of the bad guys was played by this guy named David Stay, and he's hilarious. The show is fucking funny, and what Metacritic pretty much did was like a Mystery Science Theater reaction to the show. And what happened was he got in touch with Mandar, the lead villain, and he saved it. He was like, "Yeah, so I'm going to talk to this this actor, David Stay. He played Mandar on the show." Mandar comes on the show. Dude, David Stay, he's fucking hilarious. Fucking, like, wild madman. And it's, like, the funniest interview ever. And so many... people liked him so much, he started his own show. And so he started his own little podcast where he would just talk about wild shit. There's a turtle. There's a full-on turtle there.
It's a live turtle.
Yeah. And so what would happen is, the David Stay show ran for a while, but it was a very small audience. Like, he would have maybe 3 to like 8 people watching him, and it was just him ranting. But I became friends with him on Facebook, and it was such a small audience, and he would always be like, "Oh, dude, thank you just for like watching me." He was always so appreciative and all this stuff, and he was a super cool dude. But Sphere of the Lycanthrope was his movie, and God, what's the name of that movie, Kay, that was very similar to Sphere of the Lycanthrope?
Oh my god, I'm the worst with movies. Come
Anyway,
on.
Sphere of the Lycanthrope is a movie he made where he plays a teacher who has to take care of these unruly kids, and all the kids are like evil, but it turns out they're all like werewolves. And then so he turns into a werewolf. It's fucking hilarious if you like B horror movies.
I was gonna be like, sounds like Stand and Deliver, but then it made a twist.
Yeah. So I bought the signed copy from him, and unfortunately last Christmas he went silent, and it was like, that's not like him. And David Stay sadly passed away, and so I was like, oh, my buddy's not talking online anymore. So this is a sentimental, one of a kind, not one of a kind because a few of us fans got it, but it's going to be no more signed copies of Sphere of the Lycanthrope. And for a community event, we are definitely going to watch some Photon and do the whole Mystery Science shit because, David Stay was a madman. He loved it. He loved people laughing at his old shows. So there's my little sentimental thing. So we have to carry on the legacy of him.
Awesome. Well, we have extra 0 left to do the big tour, but before we go into that, I just want to make sure, was there anyone that missed anything special that they wanted to show?
I'll show one thing real quick. Because I can't top extra.
Not to blue ball extra zero. It's like you get
Yeah.
to go. And he's like, oh,
One thing.
no.
This is just really quick. This was the main thing I wanted to show here. I like collectibles that are like usable. So I don't know how unique this is, but here's the Turtles van, right?
Oh yeah,
So
hell yeah.
Ninja Turtles
Yeah,
van.
I know what that is.
Oh yeah, so extra knows. But here's
Mhm.
why I love this collectible. It's the whole set,
Mhm.
the whole
You
animated
could put your
series
weed
set.
in there.
You could put anything in here, but yeah. So it's a DVD collection. This is my favorite
That's
DVD
sick.
set. I wish more people would do this. Oh yeah, I just realized I'm not even like zoomed in on myself, but you can see it. But yeah,
I see it.
so I
That's
want
cool.
more of these. I fucking love buying like box sets of my favorite shows. So I don't know why this is the only one. There's a Godzilla one that's like Japan only of Godzilla's head.
Mhm.
But yeah, if anyone knows any other like cool show sets that are like, you know, the Batmobile or something that has the whole series, I would love that. That's all.
I will show you one in just a few minutes.
Oh shit! All right, that was a great
Yeah.
segue. Let's go.
But Paul, real quick, the best hiding place for it ever is turn your PS2 around and open up that little door on there.
I know what you're
Oh,
talking
What
about,
about
yeah.
the GameCube? Hello,
That's
GameCube's got a
hilarious.
whole storage.
Well, it's got that, but I had so many friends in high school who would keep theirs where the broadband adapter was supposed to go.
Yep.
Ah,
I guess
I feel
before
like they just put. I feel like they started building just fucking random contraptions to put weed in there. I swear to God. Like sometimes it's like, why is this so perfect? I don't know.
before I take this, well, I'm going to switch over to my phone in just a second so I can
Yeah, of
get
course.
mobile. I'm on my computer. I'm going to show off a couple things that are in my office. My office is a clusterfuck right now. That's why I don't have my background on. Normally I have a green screen in here.
Wait, that's
dude.
not what your room really looks like.
No, I don't have a giant
been lied
mural
to.
of Rod Flanders behind me. I wish I did. Then my wife would give me the shit. She'd be like, "You've ruined the resale value of her house." But I'd be like, "Well, I don't like vegetables." So, speaking of my wife, this was one thing that she gave me. I think Christmas 2019, and I always talk about. You guys remember McDonald's changeables? Did they-
with the Transformers, the McDonald's Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did reissues of them in I think
Oh, what?
I think it was 2019, and they did the little burger guy, and she went on eBay and got this and made it a stocking stuffer for me because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was going I don't hate McDonald's, but I don't love McDonald's. There's like way better fast food options. So
100%.
I just, it's like McDonald's is kind of like a desperation meal, but I was going there and I got so many fucking hamburglers. Just like ordering the adult Happy Meals. They're like, "You're a hamburglar, sir." And then I got the NASCAR and I was like, I give up. So she's just like, "I'm going to spend $10 on eBay and get this for you." And I'd already wasted like $45 in adult Happy Meals and hating myself every moment. So I was very happy to have this. And it's got sentimental reasons or sentimental value because it came from her, and it was also something that was from my childhood that I really enjoyed. I don't have my original, so another one over here. I don't know if you've ever seen these. This is from I think Numbskull, and this is a quarter scale. Ooh, my.
Would you call me?
Let me see here. Well, it's not coming up. This is a quarter scale Pac-Man, and my screen's eating it.
Oh,
Get in
that's
there.
decent.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I've been
Yeah.
so tempted on getting one of those before. I
Yeah,
almost
it
got the
actually
Mortal
fires
Kombat one.
up. Well, don't get the Mortal Kombat one, and I'll
Oh.
tell you why.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it is not the arcade ROMs. It is, for whatever reason, they put the Super Nintendo game ROMs on there. So they did Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's brutal.
Yeah, and the Super
Okay.
Nintendo port of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is terrible
Mm-hmm.
because it's only got like 7 levels, and it omits. Well, actually, it doesn't omit any characters, but
It doesn't admit the characters, but it plays. Yeah.
it plays pretty bad.
Yeah.
The Genesis one's the one to go with, but the graphics are terrible.
Mm.
So
Oh, extra.
He's just
No,
switching
I'm-
to
I'm
his
here.
phone.
Oh,
switching
okay.
over to
Oh,
phone.
sorry.
Yeah, he's just switching so it can go mobile.
so
You got
Okay,
your
we're
phone.
going mobile. Sorry. I'm early to panic.
time to go mobile. Let me make sure. Let me turn on my. Where's the speaker option? That's mute. Having a boomer moment here.
We're all boomers here.
Live.
Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna make my way for the basement here.
This feels like such an authentic experience, you know? You're like going down the
Go
basement
down.
stairs. And
Exactly.
I'm excited to see his DVD set he alluded to. I'm curious what it is because I might run over to eBay as soon as he shows it.
All right, let's see. How do I flip my camera here? Again, boomer moments here. So
We're seeing your beautiful face. Oh,
yeah, let's see here. God, there's got to be a way to turn my camera around here. Here we go.
are you on an iPhone? Oh, there you go.
there we go. Yeah.
So, this is a patent for Optimus Prime that my buddy Matt gave me for Christmas one year. So it's not the original patent, but it's a print of the patent from 1985 for Optimus Prime. So they patented him after the series premiered. Up here,
That's amazing.
this is the only vinyl I own, but this is signed by Vince DiCola. He was the composer for the '86 movie, and he also was the composer for Rocky 4, which is my favorite Rocky movie. This is just the poster from when they did the 30th anniversary of Transformers the movie,
Mhm.
and they gave that away. This is by Mondo, so I got that framed. This is the first Dreamwave comic that they did when they relaunched. So this is from a number of years ago, before IDW got its holographic cover. It's pretty cool.
Is that based
And-
on Megatron? Like when he's like, "I still function," and he's
No, this is not the movie part, but it's
it looks similar.
very similar.
Mhm.
And then I got this in 2021 TFCon. So this is one of the most famous Marvel comic covers for Transformers. People love this one. It's just a very iconic one. It's signed by Bob Budiansky.
Mhm.
Bob Budiansky was the writer at Marvel Comics that came up with all of the character bios and mythos that they used in the comics and the G1 series. So he's like the godfather of Transformers. So we'll go on down here, and
Hey,
this
it's
is
Louis Tully.
yes. So this is a legitimate painting. I actually bought this at an art show. It's the only legitimate piece of art I own. But the artist's name is Ghost Freehood, and he did some amazing work. And I was just like, I have to have this. So I love that piece. Now we're going to get into the fun
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Here's all my current gen games, and I'm running out of space. So,
Nice.
That's
and
beautiful.
I know
Some
that
of-
pain. You can see mine behind me too. Running out of space.
I need to just get a taller shelf. And here is my system setup here. So as you enter in the nerd room, and
There's
I got my-
new Tears of the Kingdom switch there.
yeah. Do you know anyone who owns one of these other than me? You know what that is?
That looks
The
Atari
Atari
esque.
VCS. Yeah, the Atari VCS. And this is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I love Atari, but yeah, I've never actually heard of that. So no, I'm
Yeah.
like in between.
So go over here. I've got my Blu-ray collection over here, but this is the one I was talking about. This is the Money Barrel from Breaking Bad.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's got all
Nice.
the Blu-rays in there.
That's cool.
So we have my Lego Optimus Prime. So I just have a Optimus Prime statue there and a Megatron statue. We'll get over to the collection proper.
It's
so-
beautiful. It's so insane.
These are all masterpiece scale Transformers. I'm starting to. So I haven't. We
Wow.
moved in here in 2021. I have not finished unpacking. So I'm just now getting my generation stuff at the top. So I'm starting to try and organize those and lay them out in a way that
Nerd.
works. Yeah, no. So this is where it all started, right here. This is from 2005. This was the first Masterpiece. This was Masterpiece Optimus Prime. This is a really, really cool piece, and I just absolutely love this guy. And this is one that will never leave my collection. And then we've got MP10 and the outdated Masterpiece Bumblebee. I have two MP10s. I keep one in vehicle mode, one in robot mode. So I just like this shelf. Here we have most of my collection here is unlicensed third-party stuff. So there are companies in China that just make Transformers. They make the ones that they want to make, but they are not officially licensed. And so
That
here,
is sick.
this is from a company called TFC, and there's the green one there. This is actually the Stormbringer from G.I. Joe. So they took those from the comics and made them into toy form. There's also the MMC version. So these are from TFC. This one's from MMC. They're essentially the same. This is a recent edition I got. This is from War for Cybertron. Probably recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
We get down here. This is all just an Optimus Prime shelf for the most part. We have the Age of Extinction Optimus. We have the regular Bayverse one. We've got the... I need to get some lights here so you can... That's my next project, just to get these lit up. But that is the Evasion Mode one. Then we get into some obscure Japanese ones. We have Raiden. So we have the third-party one down there. That blaster is on my sell list. I literally just replaced them this week, but I'm like, I'm just going to move them there till I put them on eBay. And then we have the Moon Studios. I think it was Moon. No, yeah, it was Moon Studios version of Raiden.
I want to quickly say Superman, if he wasn't scared of green rocks, he was expecting, like, when you got out of the green screen, just to see memes. He thought your whole thing was going to be a meme collection, just like a greatest hits, I assume, on the wall. But, like, as soon as you turned the corner and you showed your massive collection, Superman had the same reaction as we all did, and he was like, mad props. That's insane. And also says, a screen-eating meme coming your way, so look forward to that.
Yeah, it's on Twitter, by the way. So after this,
Oh,
go to Twitter.
no.
This is my season 1 shelf of like Autobots. So all the ones from season 1 here. We'll get into the shelf Isman's gonna like. Extends into here. So we have, like
Sweet.
again, the core Autobots, and we get in here. We got Brawn, we got Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Prowl, Hound, Beachcomber, Mirage, Huffer. We got Warpath.
Homer.
Ears. What's that? And I'm not going to name them all. We'd be here all night. So that's the new blaster from Fans Toys.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I was trying to ask Az the other day when he was doing Hot Toys. I was like, "Are you getting that?" And he I don't think he saw my comics. He was going up crazy about that Blitzwing. Getting to season 2 over here. Here's some of the big boys. Like, I mean, this Raiden's big. This Omega is about 2.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
We got some combiner action going on here. So this is made up of 5 robots, right there. That's Superion, and we'll get into like the movie stuff, right?
Oh, there we go.
Movie,
Yeah.
and this like the money shot. I think Isman will appreciate this.
I've got about 20 of them, all doing that.
So yeah, I've got my Hot Rod evolution going on there. Right?
That's so cool.
Kartomi one, the Fans Toys, and then the Kartomi Rodimus up there, and we got the Fans Toys Cup,
Yeah, Cup.
Ultra Magnus, and we've got Wreck-Gar there, and
Oh,
I've got Keep and Bike Mode there. This is one of my favorite shelves, the Dinobots. Like those are all from Fans Toys. I don't know why Takartomi hasn't made new Dinobots. I mean, I keep the original Grimlock. He's down here on
That's
my
awesome.
season 2 shelf, just in bot mode, hanging out. Then we get Headmasters. So we have like Cerebros. Apparently, they're going to do the body for him. So, like, if you need a sense of scale, like I'm a fairly big guy, I think. I'm quoting Bane here.
For you.
Yeah. These are not like tiny off the shelf things. Like if you're used to like the little Transformers they make for kids, these ain't it.
Is it wrong that the number one thing I'm jealous of so far is your shirt? Like,
Oh,
I'm
am I
not even
making a
joking.
podcast tonight?
Yeah, I'm legit. Like, I want that shirt really bad.
Oh.
Also, what was that
I've-
gold? There was one that was like kind of in the back.
Oh,
The
Golden
gold one. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so- Golden Lagoon, where they just legitimately become gold. So that was
beautiful.
that was a limited edition version of the MP10 mold up here.
Mm.
So yeah, the Headmaster shelf. Then we start to get into like more of the later season 3 stuff. So I haven't yet a fifth Rodimus, or I guess it's Hot Rod.
Yep.
Matrix. He's the Target Master Hot Rod. We got Star Saber. I have Pipes there. The Fans Toys Pipes is getting ready to come out, so I'm getting ready to sell him. We get some big boys down here. We got the Monster Bots. So I don't know if you remember those, but
this might be a little advanced for my taste. Isman, do you know the Monster Bots?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Is that still G1? Was that in the the original G1 animated series, or did they come later?
Skylinks.
yeah,
Let's
Skylink.
see Skylinks. I love Skylinks.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I don't think the Monster Bots made it in.
No, they did not. No.
They were in toy commercials. They were in the Japanese series, like they were in the Headmaster series, but they weren't in G1 properly. We got more movie stuff up here. So we have Galvatron.
There we go.
We've got Cyclonus and his Armada.
Yes.
Armada.
And then I've got Coronation Starscream chilling out.
Oh,
back
there
here.
we go.
It's a
As
bad
well as-
comedy.
So then we get Sound Blaster. I keep the Quake Wave back here. I just love this clear one. We have Weird Wolf, Skull Cruncher, and oh boy,
I always forget his name too.
It
Mindwave.
looks great. Yeah, so much of this is over my head. I'm in like fucking awe, dude. Like this is so insane.
Oh, Jetfire.
And random Jetfire. He's gonna. So this is the Fans Toys one. He's gonna be my Decepticon Jetfire. I just
Okay.
need the Decepticon insignia on him, and it's in the attic. So right now I've just got him like covering his chest right now, like he's Robert Downey Jr.
That makes sense.
So Shattered Glass down here. So we have just kind of a smattering of Shattered Glass and.
Oh, I got that Rodimus.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
A
love that.
Decepticon one.
I love the purple.
Yeah, the purple and the blue and the teal, they just marry really well. And then I have kind of a movie shelf down here with the Studio Cell, Unicron and Cybertron and the Revenge Galvatron ship.
Mhm.
So I have them. Like I love this with the two of them facing off, and they're battle damage versions.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you for zooming in on that because you couldn't see the battle damage until you went right in. That's awesome.
Then we'll get up here. Here's my season 1 Decepticon shelf. I love this shelf a lot. We have Shockwave and Megatron. This is the Fans Toy Soundwave. I have the original one back there, the original Takar Tomy. The Seekers. So we have our Skywarp, Thundercracker, Starscream. We've got Reflector. I just threw in the Crimzeeks here. Somebody 3D printed these Crimzeeks.
Those
Oh,
are
that's
great.
awesome.
Do you have
Some of
a
the-
Soundwave that like plays cassette tapes? Does
I
that
do
exist?
not. There's not one that exists, but there is one that's an MP3 player. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
okay, that's cool.
So, more Seekers. So we have the Coneheads, Insecticons, and then over here I have Nightbird because I just didn't know where else to put her.
Yeah.
Down here I've got the large. This is from a company called MMC. They're one of my favorites, and I just love this gimmick on them. The
Oh,
pile
that's
driver.
awesome.
I have my X-Transbots Blitzwing, which I'm getting ready to get rid of. I want that ST Toys version, so I'm hoping to sell them. The Fans Toys, Stunticons, Astro Train,
Oh
The
yeah,
M-
Astro Train's awesome.
really cool Ravage right here, and this turns into a full-size cassette tape. But
Oh wow.
Ooh.
if you watch the cartoon, like there was no sense of scale in the cartoon.
No.
So
No.
depending on what scene, the cassettes were like in scale, a little bit more scale. I actually have 2 of these Ravages. If you go back, like I have Hound right here, right, and he's getting pickpocketed by my other Ravage in the cage. That Ravage was a convention exclusive, so
That's cool.
we'll go back over here, and I've got my I've got the another. So Shockwave was heavily involved with Combaticon, so I have another Shockwave there. This was the original release. We've got Stratotank. Well, this is their Octane from KFC. KFC is the name of a third-party company, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
And then my Combaticons. And then down here, I've got a combined Bruticus, Menasor, and Devastator.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, Devastator.
We'll turn around a little bit here. This is the Bay Shelf of Shame.
Whoa. The Bay Shelf of Shame. I got a couple Bayverse ones.
We've got the almost complete cast from the 2007 movie, which is, other than the Bumblebee movie, the only one that I actually like.
Yep.
And then here, starting to fill in some of the Bumblebee movie stuff, and then I'm not going to go complete on the Bay stuff. I'm just getting the designs I like. Like, for whatever reason, I really like the way they designed Soundwave, even though he was just a Benz.
Yeah.
I love the Age of Extinction Lockdown, and this actually transforms into a realistic Ferrari, if you can believe it or not.
Oh wow.
This is a transforming figure, and it's just like one of the cleanest, coolest engineered figures that I owned. Down here we've got Last Night Megatron. Hate that movie with a passion, but love the design, and I've got his little buddy Mohawk down there. Same thing, Age of Extinction Galvatron, and Stanley Tucci fell over, but he came with a little Tucci figure down there. Hot Rod, again, trash movie, and then Revenge of the Fall. Megatron here, and then I need to get my Generation stuff. I left enough space for them, but I have not got that out of storage. We got the Megatron shelf here, so these are all just random Masterpiece scale for the most part Megatrons. So we have Golden Lagoon Megatron up there, Super Megatron, the Dreamwave version of Megatron. This is a knockoff movie one, but it's in better colors, so I just threw them there. W Stealth Bomber. This is from a company called Make Toys. This was their own original design called Cross Dimension.
Cool.
The toy version and the toy comic version of Galvatron, which is the superior color scheme, and then
Look at that! Wow, the Galvatron up there is awesome.
Yeah, I like that skin.
I've never
better
seen
than the
that
original.
before.
I just hands down love that color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get into IDW stuff, so I just kind of threw Lost Light and Last Stand of the Wreckers all together. The Decepticon Justice Division, they're all here. And yeah,
I'm just like in total like awe of like this is a museum. Like, oh my god.
yeah, basically. And then we get into the Optimus Prime shelf, so all the various incarnations of Optimus Prime. We get the classics, the IDW, the Masterpiece. I have the PlayStation Optimus Prime here, chilling out. Netflix. I've got the Evasion. I've got the year. They did a Toys R Us exclusive Year of the. I think it was Year of the Horse. Different color scheme. Dreamwave, the animated Transformers Prime, which is probably one of my favorite designs, and then the Jetwing Optimus Prime here, which is just a unique one done by a company called Perfect Effect. Then we get into Generation 2. We've got Sideswipe, Starscream, Jazz, Inferno. These two are very special to me. My buddy Oscar helped me get this. This was limited to 120 pieces for TFCon Toronto. And then my buddy Nate helped me get this Inferno, which was limited to 60 pieces for the convention. Got Cliff Jumper here. G2 Sea Spray. I love the colors on him. Like, just this purple. The camera does not do it justice. And it's not... this is not vac metal. It's paint.
Really?
And I just don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
fucking
nuts.
Beautiful. Oh my god.
Then G2 Optimus Prime. This is one of my favorite pieces from Fans Hobby. Got the G2 Bumblebee. This is not Goldbug, but that's just G2 Bumblebee. This one is hideous. It's fucking amazing.
I
G2
love that. Sorry, what was that one?
This is Mirage, how he was going to appear in G2. And he had like the most hideous thing. They got all the alligator tamphographs on him.
I kind of love it. I feel like it's one of those designs that it's either hideous or it's beautiful, depending. Maybe my brain's broken, but that kind of looks good to me.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got the G2 Grimlock.
Like a
here.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Yes. Then Diaclone. So we have the Diaclone designs. This one's not really Diaclone. This is RC in her original color scheme. And then we've got the red version of Bumblebee here, Hubcap, Crosscut, Road Rage. So this E-Hobby and Diaclone kind of all mashed together. And then here we have like the Nemesis Prime shelf, all the black repaints of Optimus.
Nice.
And this one is, I need to get my exclusives down here, but I have my two Batman exclusives.
Oh shit! I wanted to ask you if you had any of that Star Wars set we talked about like a while ago.
I do not.
It
I do not.
It was
I-
official Transformers, but it was.
I'll show you.
Sorry.
I said I do have crossover stuff. I'll show you. I've got like the
Okay.
Jurassic Park. I'll show those in a minute. And
Okay,
here's
I'm
the
excited.
video stuff. So all the stuff from like Fall of Cybertron. Then we get into more Megatron. So this is my other Megatron shelf here.
Look at that head.
We get the helmets. These the Mega Action Suit. These are big boys right here, and they got some pretty hardcore lights on them.
Damn. Do they have voice in them, or do they just light up?
They do not. They just have LEDs. So
Okay.
Megatron fusion cannon lights up. There's a button there. I'm not sure how well you can see that.
I see it. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
And then he also has light up eyes.
Damn.
And the Optimus Prime. So all these helmets have light up eyes.
Oh shit. Soundwave. Wow.
More primes up here. More helmets up here. Starting my Wreckers display up here. I've got the hammer and everything. I have the Ghostbusters crossover stuff. I'll keep that in the box because it looks really good like that. And then I'm starting to get some Beast Wars Generation stuff up here. We'll move over because, in the words of the late great
You can always have it on, and they can't hear it. Just
So-
make sure it's not too loud.
Oh, is your oh.
Oh
I
shit!
hear
Sorry,
you.
my bad.
So I keep my Beast Wars masterpieces in glass cases because they are super, super fragile. So I apologize for the glare.
This
So
is
we'll
my
try-
childhood Transformers, so super nostalgic for these.
Yeah, we'll open the cases up for these. These are just really well done. This is actually Generations Rat Trap, but he scales, so he's my placeholder for now. We just need a proper Rat Trap, Air Razor, and Rhinox to complete the Maximals from Season 1. So I hope I have no hope for Rise of the Beast, but I hope that Takara Tomy at least starts making masterpieces for Beast Wars. The Dinobot is just, oh man, I love that Dinobot so much.
Mhm.
Then we get down. We've got Megatron, Black Arachnia. Not in the show, but I'm a completionist for Takara Tomy, so I think this was Predacon Agent, which is basically supposed to be, if you're a fan of Beast Wars, you know Ravage shows up, and this is supposed to be like a non-transmetalized Ravage. It's dumb,
Oh,
but
okay.
kind of like it because it's dumb. We have Perfect Effects version of Primal Prime. There's a company called Big Firebird. They just did a really nice. It's called Nicey, and it's just a third-party RC design. Then I have Cryotech down here, which is the blue repaint of Transmetal Megatron. Thrustinator, which was kind of like a comic version of what happens to Waspinator after Beast Machines. And I just threw her in here. This is a female version of Tarn called Eris Coulter from MMC. If we go up here, I've got the Ark, and I've got Teletron 1, and then I've got a couple of the Super 7s. They were on like deep clearance. I got these guys for both like $20 a piece, and they that, but I just threw some masterpiece scale action masters up here because why not? And if you love Beast Wars, here we get into some of my favorites. These are more third parties. We have these are all from a company called Transart, and so we have their Optimal Optimus, their Transmetal Optimus Primal. They just got the Rat Trap and Black Arachnia here, and these just look super nice. They all have chrome, and man, does it make me nostalgic. This one
extra Superman, if he wasn't wasn't afraid of green rocks, says more memes on the way. So you're just making so much content right now, dude. I'm afraid to look at Twitter or wherever all this is getting thrown.
I just figured out what that name means. Oh my god, I feel so dumb.
Kryptonite.
Superman, if he wasn't afraid of green rocks, as in kryptonite.
So he's OP.
I'm gonna give it some Steam material here. So
what is that? Oh my god, that's beautiful.
yeah, so this is from a company called Zhejiang, and it's their version of Transmetal 2 Megatron. And if I can remember where the switch is, he actually has a light switch on his head. I'm not gonna mess with it on camera because I'm just like, I don't want. It's a very fragile switch. So, but the dragon head lights up and it has a flame effect you can plug in.
Guessing it
trans-
looks like it would be the chest, but I don't know. But that is
No,
a gorgeous piece.
It's a small little toggle switch that's hidden under a panel in the head here,
Mhm.
and the eyes and this yellow section, it lights up red or blue depending on how you have the toggle switch.
What was the? Oh my God, I forgot it. No, sorry, I can't look at it right now. What was the name of that one? I want to see it in the in its transformed version.
Yeah, so this is from. I'll send you a link because it's really
Okay,
hard
thank
to spell.
you. Yeah,
X I N G like Zhejiang.
yeah. This is, I think, my favorite non-Megatron. I'm a Megatron fanboy, so far this is stunning. This one, I love this
Yeah.
one here.
And they nailed the face sculpt on me. Like it looks just
Yeah.
like. They even painted the pupils on there, which I thought was impressive. This Ravage is really cool. And it doesn't transform into a cassette tape, but if you flip him around, he actually has a hidden compartment back here, and he stores a little cassette tape in his back.
Ooh,
That's-
okay.
Yeah, so it scales with the other Beast Wars characters. Here we have the HasLab Victory Saber. So this was a crowdfunded one, and it came out, I think, last November was when it shipped out. And then this is a Walmart exclusive. This is the Galaxy Shuttle, also from Transformers Victory. And I'm really excited for the Deathsaurus that they're doing. And then down here, this is from Fans Hobby, which is one of my favorites. They're Energon Prime. And we'll go over, because I've got some Transformers Armada stuff down here.
This is wild, dude. I almost am afraid to ask, and you don't have to answer it. Can you prices right your whole collection? Like, what would your estimate be? You could say $1 if you don't want to say.
Ballpark, I'd say like 40. Well, if I were to put everything, because I don't have everything out. I have stuff boxed up still that I have to put out and stuff. So I'd say if you wanted to say everything, I'd say probably about 60 grand.
$1, Bob. No. Wow.
Decent.
Yeah. So here's all my Beast Wars 2. Like we have Leo Convoy, Big Convoy, the Dark Leo Convoy, Burning Convoy, and the I think he was just called Convoy, the Japanese version of Optimus Primal.
I love the
here's-
lion's shoulder guard there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Leo Convoy is awesome. They actually just made one from Hasbro that's out now for like $30. Similar design.
Oh, okay.
But this is the masterpiece version. I also have his like conceptualized version from Perfect Effect, as well as like the Beast version of Sideswipe, the G1 version of Optimus Primal and Optimal Optimus, and then down here we just got the Shattered Glass collection going on. And I already showed the Armada stuff. Now we'll get into some of the Titans. So I have another Skylynx here, the Hasbro one, Trypticon, and these are all really big boys up here.
I think
Really,
actually top like a Transformers museum. Like I can't imagine like. Oh, I have a question actually. Okay, the
Yeah.
green and purple one. If you pan back right here.
Yeah.
I had that as a kid, and I treated it poorly, and it got lost in a move. How much money did I lose?
if you treated it poorly, you didn't lose much. You probably lost about $50.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for making me feel better. Because like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is that a Devastator or what is it?
There is a Devastator down here.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to. I just unpacked him, and I'm gonna fit him in there as well as the Omega Guardian, and then that's the master scale one. I don't know what to do with him right now because he's worth about $1,400, and I don't. It's worth it to me when I have this guy because there's not that much of a height difference.
Mm.
Oh, I could use $1,400. HasLab Unicron here. So here, Superman, if you're watching, I'm going to give you a very memeable moment.
Uh-oh. Superman, you ready? Green Rock Superman? There you go.
There it is. Oh.
Unicron.
Get him.
I'm making life easy on my fellow memers here.
Hell yeah. Shout out
Gotta-
to No Green Rocks.
Omega and Metroplex, and then I'm putting some of the Legend scale guys in here just to make them look bigger. It's like, if you trim the garden, you trim the hedges, you make the tree look bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Metroplex, like Transformers Cybertron stuff. So we've got Nitro Prime and Cybertron Optimus, Cybertron Starscream, Cybertron Metroplex. Now here, This is another favorite of mine. These are all from 3.0. None of these transform at all, but they are highly posed. Like, these are like the hot toys of Transformers. Fully featured, they light up, impressive articulation. Like, these guys are like they're nuts.
The crazy thing is, like, for people that aren't Transformers fans, and like Izzy, you can Isman, sorry, you can probably comment on this as well, but it's like you would think that he owns every single Transformers toy or figure there is, and it's like you're scratching the surface.
There's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then,
The ride never ends with Transformers.
so then we got like, I've got the regular Bayverse Prime, and these are just their original designs, and they're super cheap in terms of like what these are. And then if we go up here, I keep these in box, but we have like some of my crossover stuff, like the primitive skateboarding Optimus Prime. Got him in here.
I love when Transformers does crossovers. I need to rebuy those Star Wars ones because they fucking looked so good.
So this is from Tonka. This is called the Tonkanator, and like, I bought this, and my fellow collectors are like, "Oh, it's such a stupid purchase. Why would you buy that?" And I'm like,
That's amazing.
And now it's getting up there. I have the Back to the Future crossover. I don't know if you've ever seen the other Ghostbusters crossover, Ectotron, the Christmas Optimus Prime.
If you unbox the Ghostbusters one, where does Slimer go? Like, does he sit somewhere? Or?
That he can sit on top of the Ecto One.
Oh, okay.
This one you can actually really get on the cheap right now, and if you want it as a curiosity piece, I would say get it. It's like $50 at GameStop and Amazon. But you basically get a leader class and a deluxe, so that basically you get about $80 worth of Transformers for $50.
Wow.
This one's neat. This is Universal, the first and only Universal Monsters crossover they did, where they did Mind Wipe as Dracula.
They only did Dracula? I want that set.
Yeah, so far they've won, and it's presented like a VHS box. So
I love Universal horror, and I didn't know this existed. So, and Dracula's my favorite. So, I might buy that.
And he too, which is pretty cool.
Damn.
I don't have too many pops, but I got the Amazon exclusive Optimus Prime for whatever reason, and I also have the X-Men crossover.
Look at that. That's like a Megazord for X-Men, because he's got Cyclops and Wolverine.
I love that X-Men one.
Wow.
Like a cross between Wolverine and Cyclops.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. And then
I'm sure Jean Grey will be happy with that.
basically, right? That does it for Transformers, but I've got a couple more pieces before we show off the arcade. I think I kind of glossed over, but I have the Lego Optimus Prime right here.
So my question is, when am I moving in?
When are you moving?
This is insane.
With all the toys and the beef that he cooks, man.
I know. It's like you're like a real life Willy Wonka here. Like, it's a magical place.
I've got this. You guys might have seen this thing because it went viral, and I don't know too many people that have this. So, any guesses as far as what this is?
A drill dough.
No.
Well,
no, come on.
It's I don't know. Is it a speaker? Like,
no.
Fridge? Is it a cooler? I don't know. Oh, what the fuck?
It is a drill dough.
This is some hardcore packaging, though, isn't it?
It is hardcore for sure.
Oh, is it the one that transforms?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Did it fart? It sounded like a fart.
Don't break it. Don't break it.
I know that sound.
The fart sound?
Yeah, I know what it actually is.
I am the leader of the Autobots.
The time.
Hey,
Greetings.
Transform.
It's voice commanded?
Yes, it is.
That's
just jerk it.
Hey,
cool.
That's insane.
Hey, Optimus. Attack.
Oh, we're gonna
Attack.
witness a murder.
Ooh.
Oh,
He needs to be recharged.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll get into some arcade stuff here. So I've got my
question
Ups.
about that. Did they only do Optimus? Or
They did Optimus in the trailer. They're doing Bumblebee next, but Bumblebee unfortunately won't transform.
Oh.
They're doing
Just won't get that surgery.
no, he won't get that surgery. And we're also getting a Rise of the Beast Optimus that also won't transform. So they did a smaller one, like they did a budget version, but it has so many less features than the original release. It's not worth, even though it's called the Elite version. I just if you have any interest, get the first release.
And you said not many people own this one. Like it was super limited, or like that's
Wasn't
incredible.
limited. They didn't make too many just because of the cost and the secondary market taking over on it. Now they made the Elite version. You can still get that, but even that's still like $600. I think when I got the early thing from Hasbro Pulse, I want to say he was like $650. And so like I was just like, okay, I got a year. I'm going to put away $20 a week. I'm going to just justify.
That is amazing. Let me know if they ever make a Megatron that turns into a real gun, and the,
Well,
the fallout of that. Like,
they won't. The best you can get is you can get the Masterpiece one.
yeah.
These all turn into Walther P38s. And I have one of my third-party ones up here as a Walther P38.
Oh, I didn't see that when you did your first run. There's so much to look at, dude. Like you could go through this 18 times and I'd still be finding new stuff. That's beautiful.
Here. So we'll get into arcades. So this is my bar. I have a bar down here.
That's sweet.
Much
So-
better than my bar.
Yeah, I'm getting in.
So I've got my arcade 1-up Pac-Man here. I love this thing. Then we've got the countercades. I've got Marvel Superheroes, NBA Jam, and then
That's awesome.
we got
When are we moving in?
I know, right? We're storming the gates, Paul.
Oh,
Super Street Fighter 2. We've got Killer Instinct.
Killer Instincts.
Are these all
Oh,
arcade 1-ups?
These are all arcade 1-ups.
The Turtles in
The
Time is
stools
the one
match
I
the
got.
game.
I'm down here. This is the deluxe version of Mortal Kombat 2. So it doesn't have a riser.
Oh, okay.
And like this is so nice. It comes with screw hole covers. It's just
Do you know if
really,
they
really
did a Mortal Kombat 3 version? Because that's like always been
They
my
did.
favorite.
a Sam's Club exclusive, and it's got like a light up front coin marquee.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, these aren't just one game. I mean, all 4 of these have online. So Turtles in Time, you can play online. Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, you can play online. This one has 14 games. This one has 6. 14 games, and then unfortunately, Turtles in Time just has 2.
What are
But if
the
you
14 games in the? You said Mortal Kombat has 14 games?
Yeah.
Oh, which?
So-
Because I only own the Turtles in Time one, so I'm curious what games
Okay.
are in there.
So it's Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, all
Oh.
Paperboy, Rampage, which is great to play
What?
online.
I
fuck?
love Rampage. I love Root Beer
Tubin-
Trapper.
Tubin's Tubin's a lot of fun. I hate Wizard of War though. It's just,
Same.
why that's on there. Bubbles is okay. Defender, if you put Defender in like, simplified controls, it works way better with this. Gauntlet, which again, fun online. We got somebody playing there now. Joust, Clax. Clax gets a lot of hate, but I like Clax.
And
Um,
Paperboy was in there too.
Yeah, but Paperboy
Okay.
just doesn't work well on a joystick.
Oh, okay. If it had Smash TV, I might buy that right now.
Yeah, and they do Smash TV single player, just 2 sticks or
yeah.
directions.
Since you love arcade 1-ups, if you ever get the Simpsons one, let me know what you think, because that's the only other one I've been this close to getting.
Wish I got the Simpsons one because you can take an SD card and you can load the APK file for Turtles and Turtles in Time, and the online features work. And people have gotten like Cowboys of Moo Mesa and
Okay.
a whole bunch of games to run on that cabinet. So
Okay, go buy
If I-
us the
I got-
Citizens Arcade right now.
I got a
That one's
question.
like on sale too in Canada. Like they were trying to clear that one out.
Huh.
I made a
It went
mistake.
here, and I my dumbass was like, I want Turtles in Time. I always got excited seeing the arcade version, and I was a Genesis kid, so I was stuck with Hyperstone Heist,
Mhm.
and you know,
Damn.
I just always wanted this, and people are like, oh, the art's so shitty. I love these terrible turtle comics.
I have
That's
we
awesome.
have the 89 version, so we have the first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over there. You can see on
You can
Kay's
kind of see it
little-
on my camera.
on Kay's little screen here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I prefer the 89 art, but I can appreciate the Turtles in Time cheesiness as well.
So, who could you play with only other people that have a cabinet, or do you play with?
You can only play with other people that have cabinets, but if their cabinet has the same game, like so if somebody has the Big Blue, I can play the games that are on Big Blue,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
So this is the Shinku Hadouken one, but it's also the same as the Yoga Flame one that's out now. But like all the Street Fighter games have crossover, so I had Big Blue, I got rid of it for the Shinku Hadouken one, for one major reason, and that's aside from having Strider on here. Fucking online Final Fight, man.
Nice.
Decent.
And King of Dragons is on there. Silent Masters, Capcom Sports Club. So those are all on Big Blue. I can play those people if they're online. But it's weird because you would think Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo would be the one everybody plays, but for the most part, it seems like everybody that's online is in Championship Edition. So it's what it is.
They
There's
need to
nobody.
make it like cross-play, so you could play with people on Xbox or PlayStation
Yeah.
or Nintendo.
They should do that. They really should do that.
It'll open up
Because-
the reason because I bet you're only limited to playing with so many people.
Then I got this here hooked up to the TV behind the bar. So this is the Legends Gamer Ultimate. So this is a wireless. This is a wireless fight stick. That there's a little hockey puck behind the TV, and you can load whatever games you want on here.
That's awesome.
So right now I've got Elevator Action Returns running here. I also have a Raspberry Pi here, so I can swap that in. I love this Pi case. This is from Retro Flag. One of the things I love is that I have an SSD here that is on a little
Oh, that's
replica
awesome.
cartridge. So
I am
Yeah.
so freaking jealous. It's not even funny. It's just like this is the coolest thing.
some booze here. We'll go back. Here's my little gaming corner. This belonged to my grandfather. I restored this mirror. I'll say what I want to say about Anheuser-Busch, but I this mirror has sentimental value, so it's staying.
That's cool.
This is an in-box challenge set. So it's been opened, but it's complete.
Damn.
Then we have Jazwares Metroid, my God of War collector's statue, of course, the infamous Halo can't wear, my collector's version of Reach. I think my battery's working here, so there we go.
There it
That's what
is. Superman
that-
has got a bounce, by the way, because of Aussie time. And to get ready for the Legion of Memers stream, have a great night and enjoy the memes. I'm terrified of the memes. And he says, nice collection, Extra Zero.
got Pandora's Box, Marcus Vance, some random graphic novels down here that I just need to find space for. We'll go
Where's
back
that Pandora's Box from?
from God of War 3.
Oh,
That was the collect-
I've never played God of War. I played like half of God of War 1 and that's it. I need to play them.
Everybody show theirs. I have to grab mine, I guess.
Oh, look at
guess I'll
that.
grab-
Another Sonic. Everyone's got the Sonics.
Next time we're gonna do a show and tell, and everyone has to bring the Sonic, and that's it. That'll be the whole
Yeah.
spirit.
I've got a electric humidor, and my original
Ooh.
father-in-law gave me. So I think that about completes the tour. Oh wait, there's one more thing. James, I know you said you wanted to see this.
Mhm. Yeah.
The
Ooh.
only
yeah. Dig.
So it comes in a shipper that looks like a real Slim Jim box. I'm going to sit the phone down for a second to get him out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Got
The best
matchup.
part, motherfucker's holding.
Oh. We need to get this.
Jim.
We need to get this. That's freaking beautiful. We actually went to a corner store that was selling a bunch of Macho Man themed Slim Jims, and we're like, if we buy all of them, can we keep the box? And they didn't get why, and they're like, I guess, because it's just a cardboard box. And I'm like, it has Randy Savage on it. That's why I want it. So, that is beautiful.
Did I show the stools? Because I've got matching stools for each arcade.
Yeah.
Sick.
Got the Mortal Kombat one, and I know I showed the Turtles one. And then over here, real quick, I've got a matching Pac-Man stool as well. So I think that does it for me. Is there anything that you guys want me to go back on that you didn't get a good look at?
We're not
All again.
worthy.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning all over. I missed it.
So honestly, I'm gonna be the person that goes through all of this later and pretty much like watches frame by frame because there was so much stuff in there.
Yeah,
But I just want to like stop on and look and
You're gonna
I
be
feel like I'm
Deckard
gonna
in
be
Blade
happy.
Runner and go and buy the pixel and zoom in. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
So you can get a sense of scale for some of these bigger ones, right? I'm going to hold up Omega Guardian here. So, yeah.
Jesus, that's a huge bitch.
Yeah, this thing weighs about 13 pounds. And then,
13.
yeah, and then this Unicron.
Wow.
So he's a big hefty ball. And here, let me flip
I am
the camera.
Sauron.
I'll show you one thing that he can do.
Well,
that's cool.
That grosses
I
me
love
out
it.
for some
Paul's
reason.
mind's going to places.
I love
Yeah.
it.
No.
Paul, when we're moving into his place, don't get drunk around that. I don't want to see anything horrible in the middle of the night there.
Scary.
I can walk right out to my pool.
Oh, nice.
And jump right in. No. That would have been tripped me out. I was like, is he gonna do it? No.
I'm not going to jump in, but my pool has a nice. I'll show you out.
We're getting the grand tour. God damn. Look, Jesus.
What?
Midnight, man.
This is MTV Cribs Extra Zero Edition.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
You're cutting out like crazy, by the way, but we're getting frame by
You're not
frame
getting
visual.
Get back to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you got to get back to the one.
Get back
run
to the
Wi-Fi.
The
Uh-oh.
Wi-
Uh-oh.
Right. Freeze
At this
frame.
point in the
He's
Getting
basement,
down
that
the
so-
Blockbuster internet.
Am I back yet?
There you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
good. You're
yeah.
good.
We're good.
Oh yeah, I also have this,
Hey,
Good reason.
Needler.
Oh, nice.
the Nerf Needler.
That's
So-
awesome.
So yeah, there's my
Dude,
tour. I guess.
we are
All your
not
toys.
worthy. That's insane, dude. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say.
I know. I'm
What
like,
do you
hey,
say?
my collection's decent, and then I look at that, I'm like, oh my god, I have so much to work on.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
loved seeing everyone's stuff though. Like everyone has like such cool stuff, and like the sentimental stuff, the personal stuff, the massive stuff. It's so crazy.
The random junk just sitting in the basement.
I love it. Don't even worry, dude. I love it. I love it all. But yeah,
You're down
we
here.
are storming Extra's house for sure. And a
there's,
dog.
Oh, hi,
Hi.
doggy.
So-
We've had dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. But
We need like a pet counter on this stream. How many pets showed up as a cameo?
we had
Are you
yeah.
4.
Damn, I should go.
His
get
man's
some-
been counting.
Is it
I have
4?
it. Yeah.
There's a cat.
A cat, 2
cat.
dogs, and a turtle.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Hey, he shook the paw. Oh.
I should
He's a
take
good
my-
boy.
You might have a $60,000 collection, but Bean is
Oh.
priceless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's so cute.
Damn.
I'm just enthralled with the dog now.
Does anyone have any like questions for Extra's massive hoard of treasures? I think I asked mine along the way,
No.
but that
Mhm.
just we're all in awe, dude. That's crazy.
Awesome. That is
Yeah.
freaking
Well,
sick.
I'm glad everybody enjoyed seeing it. So
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Extra.
yeah.
What was the hardest thing for you to obtain out of that collection? Like, what was the thing that you're like, I have to get this, but it took you like a lot of work to get it?
See, that was probably so. When I showed that one that came from TFCon Toronto,
Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
that G2 Jazz was probably the hardest. So there's a store called the Chosen Prime. They're one of the largest online retailers of Transformers, and they're kind of a co-sponsor of TFCon. So my buddy Oscar had already bought one, and they were very strict on the one per customer. So I had to like get them on the phone, and I wasn't doing like a "Do you know who I am?" because like it's not like that, but it's just like people in the Transformers community know who I am, and I don't do reviews, but I do a lot in the podcasting scene. So, a lot of people that are prolific, I've either been a guest on their channel or I've had them on mine, and so I had to get on the phone and talk to the owner of the Chosen Prime. I was like, "Hey, Brandon, I'm I do podcasts, and I'd love to give the Chosen Prime a shout out. I'd love to get this figure. I'm a huge G2 fan. If there's any way you could help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm willing to PayPal. Just I understand it's one per customer. I'm not like this is not a flipping thing. I'm going to keep this in my collection." So there was that. The other one that was actually really hard. So I got into collecting Mastermind Creations a little bit on the late side. So this one here is very, 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 very rare. It's called it's Turmoil in the comics. I forget what his made-up third-party name is, but they only did one run of him. And my friend Oscar, he just was getting out of them, and he had the opportunity to sell this guy for like $400 or $500, and he sold him to me for $60.
Nice.
So
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
a pure luck, and hey, I know I could make money, but I'd rather see a friend have it. So that was
guy.
Then there's been some that like I really had to jump through hoops to get some of the retail ones. Getting the Ecto 1 Optimus was a little tough because I had to like be on Hasbro Pulse's website and like keep refreshing, and
I hate that.
but really like the convention exclusives, they're some of the harder ones to get. Another one that was a little challenging was this one. It's called Sphinx. He wasn't hard for me to get because I just happened to buy the upgraded the VIP pass for TFCon, and they did like normally you wait till the Saturday morning and they open up the showroom and you can go buy the exclusives. Well, they did a thing with the VIP packages in 2019 where you basically got in line the night before and you had first dibs, and it was only 100 people. So they had 100 of these and they basically sold out that night. So it wasn't hard for me to get, but for the general con goers, it was impossible. But really, I can't say that I have too much of an issue. Like the Fans Toys stuff. I don't know if Isman's still on. Isman, do you collect third party or Fans Toys at all?
Yeah, anything Hot Rod I collect.
Yeah. So
I have
like
so much.
with Fans Toys, like typically when the pre-orders go up, if you don't get your pre-order in, you are either going to miss out or you're going to have to wait for a reissue.
Yeah,
So,
or you're gonna have to pay a lot more.
yeah. So, like this here is the second release of Sovereign. This is the metallic version that's more in keeping with the movie colors. The first one was more or less a flat purple. He was really hard to get. Phoenix, their Skyfire, also initially was hard to get. They did a rerun of him. And the Insecticons, like Bombshell here with the gray chest, which is the Toon Accurate color one. I got him when he first came out. There was a guy who had a direct line to Fans Toys, and I got him for $60, and now this figure goes for like almost 200.
Wow.
Sometimes free. But typically I don't have too many issues getting them because it's like I get my pre-orders in, and I get locked in, and I get in with reputable sellers, and I have connections within the hobby. So I'm friends with Eddie, who runs Toy Dojo. Pake for Life is a very good friend of mine, and he does distribution for Toy Dojo. He's also a pretty well-known reviewer. So it's like I have these people I can be like, hey, I missed out. Can you help me out? And they're like, yeah, we got you. So I'm pretty fortunate to know the people I know to get the figures. Like this the Fans Toys Grimlock here was difficult to get. Like I was not really into Fans Toys when he came out, and then I was like late to the party. And this is actually not the original head he comes with, so getting the tune accurate head was a challenge. So
Oh wow,
yeah, so
that's
but
nice.
through my connections, I was able to get all of that. This is actually a pre-production sample. This was from a reviewer named Pia. He's pretty well known, and I bought this off of him. So this is like one of the few I don't have a box for, but I had this figure like several months before everybody else. That was a cool feeling.
Extra, I
But
had
yeah.
a question actually.
Yeah.
And so you've shown us like literally hundreds and hundreds of Transformers figures. You might not even be able to answer this. Is there like the one? And it could be sentimental, or it could be price, or whatever. Is there like one in this insane collection that is like, this is your favorite? This is the one that stands above the rest for like any reason that you can think of? Like, is there like
There's-
a one thing that pops out?
There's three of them.
Okay,
Um,
we'll do three.
Quick. So number one is this is the one that got me into collecting Transformers Masterpiece. So this came out in 2005, and when I got him, I was like, that is the definitive Optimus Prime. Like this thing has features on here that are so cool. Like he has like a moving mouth plate. Like you press a button on the back of his head, and I don't know how well you can see it, but like you can make him talk. He's got like flip out wrist communicators, hydraulics. He has a light up matrix. There's a button on there. This is just a really, really cool toy. It's like kind of like, featured like Buzz Lightyear almost, and it transforms. And I have a lot of attachment to it because it's like this is what kicked off my appreciation of this masterpiece scale. Second would probably be this is the only figure from my childhood that I own. So I have a long story.
Wow.
I'm not going to the internet, but I don't have my childhood figures anymore except for this one.
Oh,
and when
okay.
so funny story, when my grandfather passed, and in 2011, we found this in a wrapped up in a towel in his desk. Like he had taken it from me as a kid. Like I don't know, can't remember why. I think it was the noise that it makes, because this thing makes like one of those like terrible screechy noises, and I think I was pushing him to his limit. So he took it and wrapped it up. And after he passed, I found it. And I was like, wow, this is one of my favorite childhood toys. I thought was lost forever. So that's my original.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing that you have this crazy collection, right? But it's like the one that triggers the childhood memory is in your top 3. So that's really cool.
Then, I mean, I guess you can probably figure out that I love Optimus Prime, and I just
Oh yeah.
It's hard to top this one. How?
Like if I said, like if I had to get rid of them all, I would keep the Roboson Prime, just because it's when I was a kid, I just dreamed of having a Transformer that was a real Transformer, right? Like something that transformed and talked and moved, and here it is. It's like Step Brothers, even better. I got it when I was 40. Not quite 40 yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I had to get rid of them all, it would be tough between those three. I'd honestly keep all three, but if I could only keep one, it would be this guy, just because of the price, the journey to getting him, and just the fact that this was everything I ever wanted out of a Transformer.
It was legit shocking to see it like move and like punch and everything. So fuck.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. That was so cool.
Yeah, it's it was one of the few that in my adult collecting life that I actually felt like a kid on Christmas when I got it, and I opened it up and I saw all the features and I was like, wow, this is real. Yeah, this is a real thing, and even better, it's mine. So
Yeah.
it's just a very surreal sort of feeling in my time collecting.
Mhm.
So
Dude, no, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for,
thanks.
like,
That was cool.
That was insane. Literally, your house belongs in a museum. Not it belongs in a museum. Your house belongs in a museum.
And that's actually my final question for you. Like, do you think, later on in life you'll open it up to the public, or you'll have something set up eventually, or is that something you kind of want to keep more private, or maybe online as like videos and stuff like that?
I like keeping it more private for my friends. And the community. Like I like sharing my stuff over video and podcasts like this. I love having friends come over and see it, who appreciate it. I feel like, opening something like up to the general populace, you run into, people that just don't have the respect for it that it deserves. Like, we had our house
100%.
party last year, and there were a bunch of little kids running through the basement, and it was like,
Yeah, the horror.
and
Yeah.
you know,
I got little
Not-
cousins like that.
yeah, and not only keeping them off of the figures, but the keeping them from like manhandling the arcades, because arcade 1-ups, they're not the worst build quality by any means, but they're not durable like something that would have been in a legit arcade. So, like kicking the front plates and putting juice on the control decks, it's like, no, don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that makes complete sense to me. And I think like because we have the internet now, it's better, and it's easier. You can just show it off on a stream like this, for example, which we really appreciate, by the way. But you're able to show it off like that, and people can still kind of get a feel for what's going there. You don't have to worry about people, ooh, what's that? And grabbing it and like touching it.
I
and
was
maybe
reaching at my
breaking it.
screen. I was like,
Yeah.
The Dracula one. I was like, no.
I mentioned one of my friends that's on my podcast, TM Reviews. He has a really big Transformers YouTube channel, and he's actually going to be coming up at the end of May, and I believe he's going to be doing a collection tour video for his channel of my collection. So I'm really excited about that.
Wow.
And
That's cool.
really love that stuff, and then having people from the community come and I'll let them get hands on, or if I know that you're good with collectibles, I'll let you pick them up and just kind of get an appreciation for all the die cast and all the detail that you can't really see in pictures or in video, because they do some really intricate stuff with these pieces. It's just they are not like the same thing as what the kids' toys are.
I think that was a big takeaway for me as well. Like, I'm not actually huge on Transformers. I don't dislike it. It's just never been like one of the main shows I've watched or anything like that. But but seeing your collection, it was like the voice activated one. I was like, oh my god, I want to watch Transformers right now. Like, it puts me in the mood for it. And also seeing like some of the crossovers and stuff as well. Like the Dracula one's so cool. The X-Men one, I was like, that's like the coolest thing ever. I would collect that just on the basis of it being X-Men as well. So I like how they're super creative with it. They do a bunch of crossovers. I know like the Ghostbusters one was super popular as well when that first came out. So it's awesome to see that kind of stuff.
I got a random question.
Sure.
Extra Zero. Do you have anything? Because when James was like, "Oh, is there the one?" I was like, "One or one." How do I word it?
One ring to rule
Do you have
them all?
anything? No. Do you have anything other than Transformers, like figures or anything like that?
I actually, like I said, my office is not in display shape right now.
Right.
I have every single G.I. Joe classified figure that they've released, with the exception of the double.
Basically, I was going like, is that the only collection we've seen?
Guys,
is there much more?
There's gonna be a part 2.
Yeah.
So we gotta label the Show and Tell
what's in my
2
office?
G.I. Joe edition.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. I also have. So
Sorry.
I have the bulk of what I want from the cartoon. I have I'm only missing a few of the movie ones. So I think I'm missing like the Ghost of Splinter, and I'm missing the Farmhouse Casey and April, but I don't need them because I have the Ultimate April and the Ultimate Casey. So it's like, well, I don't need April and Casey in different clothes,
Decent.
And I have a lot of the Mirage and Archie Comics ones that NECA's put out. So then I've got some Power Ranger stuff. I've got the complete roster of the Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin stuff, as well as the Boom Studios comic stuff. I've got like both versions of Lord Draken. That was a pain in the ass to get. Was the Dark Lord Draken that they had as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And then I've got like some miscellaneous Black Series and Marvel Legends stuff. Like I'll get Wolverine and Spider-Man, and I've got the Fantastic Four. So I've got Doctor Doom, Galactus, High Evolutionary. I've got like a couple Ghost Riders. So I've got the Cosmic Ghost Rider, the regular Johnny Blaze. I basically have almost every iteration of Spider-Man that I care about. So I've got like all Ben Reilly's and I think I have both versions of Spider-Man. I have 3. I actually bought the Across the Spider-Verse one because I thought it was cool, but it's a piece of shit toy. So, and then Wolverine. I've got Wolverines out the ass. So I've got
That is awesome.
I love Wolverine, and I've got a pretty decent lineup of '90s X-Men. But just the issue with those is like where am I going to put them? So I'm
you already
like,
ran out of room.
Yeah.
yeah. So like the Black Series, like I actually have a shelf for Black Series, and really I only collected Mandalorian and Jedi and Sith. Like I kept it to that, and I have the helmets. So I've got like I've got Luke's X-wing helmet, his X-wing pilot helmet. I've got Vader's helmet. I've got Mando. I've got both versions of Boba.
I can't wait to
I've
see
got
these.
Bo-Katan, and I've got Kylo Ren. And then I've also got like Captain America shield. So I did cosplaying a while ago. So I still have like a full set of Kylo's robes, and I have a Civil War Captain America suit, like the full thing. But I need to lose like 30 pounds if I want to fit into either of those. Because those were pre-COVID, man. So
Right, yeah. Oh man.
That is awesome.
That is
And then-
super awesome.
Well, that's why he has a whole podcast about figured action figures. Go check it out, everybody. Go.
yeah, so you know,
100%.
we talk about all kinds of stuff. And also, you know what? Let me show you some of my storage here. I'm going to give you one more thing. I'm not happy.
Storage Wars. Extra
with
Zero
where-
Edition.
I've got most of the amiibo released. They're in a box. They're going to go on shelves over my TV. So my amiibo collection is going to go over my LG. Let me turn the camera back on. Say hi, Bean. So this TV is going to mount, but I need help. Like if you've ever dealt with an OLED, look at how thin this thing is.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Are you kidding me,
This is how thin an LG OLED is.
Jeez.
guys? I'm broke as shit. You guys got some fancy shit. I've
Yeah.
never seen the TV so
This
thin.
is alien to me as well, Paul. I've never seen
Holy
it that
hell.
thin. Wow.
It gets mounted here. I'm just waiting for it to get mounted.
You just use some duct tape and it just should stick
No.
right there.
Dude, this thing weighs a ton.
How it takes up no.
Made by
Depth.
Ananapium or something.
Big
like-
the big sheet of glass. It's a sheet of glass, and back is all metal.
Wow.
So- I need to mount it here, and then after I mount it, all the amiibo are going here. I've got some actually kind of rare amiibo. So I've got the Mega Man 11 amiibo, the Dark Souls amiibo, which is very, very rare. I got this guy today. I just opened him up because I'm going to use him.
yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Mario chilling out there. All right, let me go into some storage here, so I can show you some stuff.
Wow.
Look at my feet.
Well, where's Superman? Are we gonna get some meme feet?
Okay, we're gonna get me here.
You waited
Um,
until he was
he
asleep
dipped
to show
already.
the feet. Yeah.
But
These
there
are
are
gonna go-
memes, so
Oh god.
These are gonna go behind the Mortal Kombat machine.
Oh,
That's sick.
nice.
A lot of this stuff is in my cell pile, so I'm so out on the MCU. So Gladiator Hulk can fuck right off.
Yeah, I've got Marvel fatigue as well.
I'm
Superheroes
gonna
in
get rid of.
general.
I have like a complete selection of collection of Figuarts Street Fighter, but they stopped. They like Sagat was the last one. They never did a complete run of the World Warriors, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have Atlas and Peabody.
Oh yeah.
These are cool from
oh
Figuarts.
sick.
This was a gift,
Oh shit.
but
if you
I do
la,
own
la, la, la.
2 WWE figures. Yeah, they did some deep cuts and then they stopped. They just didn't complete all the World Warriors.
Hmm.
Motaro's in there. This is a big one.
That's what she said.
There's been a lot of that this evening. Kung Lao.
Kung Pao?
I have the Bale Batman. I got him for a steal at a con. I got him for $15. I talked the guy down to half off.
Nice.
But yeah, a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff. Like we got UMK3 Sub-Zero. I've got Sector, Cyrax, and
Nice.
Smoking. Raiden. There's the 3-0 Doom Marine. He's going to go in my office. I'm going to put him in the glass case up there. But let me just get Mataro out so y'all can get a look at him.
I assume he's huge.
He's got some size.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He comes with a flayed skeleton too,
Beautiful.
and that's a complete action figure. It's got like 32 points of articulation on the skeleton.
Holy hell.
We got Goro down there. Kintaro is currently in my office because I like messing with him.
Mhm.
Got Bruce Lee.
Nice.
So like a lot of these randos, like my friend T-Man, he typically doesn't know what to get me, so he's like, I'll get Zero stuff like Goku, Bruce Lee, The Rock. They're neat. Oh, have you ever seen that creepy Woody that's in memes?
Yeah. You have that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
The horror.
Yeah, got to go back
That's gonna
on.
be the thumbnail right there.
Yeah.
That's
exactly. Show and tell. Oh no.
To get the
I love
the blurry ass picture.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
creepy, extra creepy.
It's gonna look like like a fucking hit show or something. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of action figures, but the only ones that I regret not getting all of them are I have the Fulgore, but all the ones from the Killer Instinct game when they had their action
Oh,
figures
shit.
come out. I really, really wish I would have got all those.
And they
Oh,
went
that's
on
awesome.
quick for us too, and I passed them over.
Yeah. I have Fulgore sitting back there, but yeah, I wish I would have got them all.
Hmm.
I did get Fulgore, but that was the only one I got, and I was just like, yeah, he's pretty good. But I never got. I think they did Jago and Saberwolf were the other two.
We're getting. He's sneaking over. He's getting them.
But I'm not
These
gonna
I want to see.
to the garage. I won't give you that.
Yeah, no worries, man.
That's fucking beautiful, dude. Does he have the
Nice.
blades as well?
Nice.
Yeah, there's back in the box.
Oh, okay.
You just the blades are like really, really, really hard to get on there, and they get lost easy.
Oh,
So
I hate that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're
They're
talking
made
about.
off plastic too.
mm-hmm.
Man, that's awesome.
I feel like this is just shock and awe of the stream.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're
expect to see so
stunned.
many cool things.
You're stunned.
But it's been awesome seeing everyone's collections. I know, Isman, you wanted to show a few quick things as well before we end the stream. We'll probably end in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes because we kept people for almost 3
Okay.
hours, and I appreciate everyone's time. I don't want to keep everyone so long, but
And we got memes
well-
too. If you could show.
Oh,
those.
I gotta see these. I
Are
gotta
the
get on Twitter now.
memes,
yeah. So James will go take a look at some memes if we can get them. on
If
stream.
you guys can throw the memes in the Discord in like one of the chats, I can
Okay,
show
yeah,
it
yeah.
because I know
yeah,
Fran,
just pop it
I
in
was
there.
trying
Fran
to log
also
on.
threw some stuff in there. So yeah, chuck them in there.
Oh, there's some
if you want.
video too. Can I?
Perfect. And while you guys are doing that, Isman will show us some extra stuff, and then yeah, we'll go to James.
All
He'll
right.
show us the last few things.
I'll just
Awesome.
show a couple things. Here you go. This is from when the movie first came out, the Transformers movie in Japan. Department stores got these bags. And so if you bought any toys from the movie, they gave you one of these bags to take home.
Oh shit! I had no idea you even had that. I've never seen
It's a
that.
got-
beautiful bag.
I got some cool stuff. Here's a hilarious one. So this is like an iron-on T-shirt thing, but if you bought
move back
two,
a bit, I think it's like your camera's freezing if you get too close or something.
oh sorry,
There
that
you
was
go.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like that picture is gonna be fodder for the Legion for the
Yeah.
next.
So if you bought 2 Ziploc bag purchases, you got this for free, and it was like you'd iron it onto a shirt, but it was like a promotion that Ziploc did. So it says up here, free with purchase of 2 Ziploc bag packages. I just thought it was neat. I don't know.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't know those were in your collection actually, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
again, you collect everything hot rod, and when he says everything, he means everything. If they made hot
Yeah, I mean
rod
everything.
toilet paper, will you use it? That's the question.
So, Isabel, are you familiar with that Unimetal Rodimus?
I'm bad with names, so I'd have to see a picture, but probably.
If I can get back to my computer, I can probably pull it up. But it came out, I think, early this year. But it's just a large scale. It's like a 14-inch tall Rodimus that turns into Rodimus Prime. So it doesn't transform, but it does like the legs and the
Oh,
arms.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that.
It's a nice piece. My buddy, he's another reviewer. He's on Figure Action. Mike Rogers, aka Junkie on Crafts and Builds.
Mm-hmm.
He puts his name out there. I'm not doxing him, but he let me borrow it for like a month. He's like, I want you to take a look at this. And I went to his birthday, and we met up at a restaurant. So me, him, his wife, my wife, we all had dinner together. And I was like, hey, I got your Rodimus in the truck. He's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. And I was like, you forgot about a $500 Rodimus?
Oh my god.
You could have kept it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All my new stuff isn't even out of box because we're renovating.
Right.
I haven't even gotten to touch it.
I always like with Transformers. I always make sure that I do. Like I have a lot of stuff that's not Transformers. I'm okay, but like with quality control, especially with the third party stuff, it's like I gotta do it. Make sure, because that's one of the worst elements of collecting Transformers is the ones that do transform. If there's a problem with it, you have a limited window to get support and replacements.
Yeah.
I have a couple figures that they have slight breaks. Nothing that doesn't, allow them to be displayed. But like my Slag and my Prototype RC, they both have small cracks on them, and the companies don't have any replacement parts. They're like, yeah, we did one run, we're done.
Wow.
So
That sucks. I've only had one issue with a toy before. I got lucky. But before we end here, before I go, I'm just going to show one last thing. It's just a production prototype for a 2010 toy, and I got it authenticated and everything.
Oh shit.
that's the Henkei Rodimus, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It's
this guy knows everything.
it's just not colored or anything.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was badass.
Is that
Some
resin?
guy who worked at it's resin. Some guy who worked at the factory actually just took it home one day and sold it.
Well, that's
Just snuck in his pocket.
Yeah. He just took it home. I don't know if they weren't supposed to take him home, but
They're
that's the
not.
story I
Probably not,
got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they're not. Okay, well, that's the story I got.
So that's absolutely a one of a kind you got. Damn.
two reviewers that get that stuff, Prime versus Prime and Chefitron. They're notorious for getting those leaks, those leak samples.
Yeah.
So
My God.
Freaking
That's it.
awesome.
That's all I got.
No,
That's
that's
awesome.
cool. And I just wanted to share an Isman story because like he is such a hot rod specialist. Sometimes I'll go to like toy conventions or something, and I'll message him because I'm just walking around the aisles, and anytime I see the red and yellow, I'm like, I take a photo and I send it to him, and he's like, got it, pre-ordered it, got it. And it's like, I don't think there's been one that you haven't had. And like I didn't know about the fucking Ziploc bags and all that stuff. That's wild.
Yeah, there's some weird shit out there. Like I have a TV dinner tray that's just in storage that they didn't make many of them. It's so old. It's hard finding any information on it, and it's all scuffed up. I want to get somebody to restore it for me.
That's awesome.
And it just has the hot rod on it. It's cool.
You want me to go through Fran's stuff?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
can do a pop through Fran stuff, and then
'cause
we
there's a
can
couple
check out
things,
some of
and then
those
the
memes.
Yeah.
We'll do the Fran stuff,
And then, of
the
course, at the
memes.
end, we want to make sure we share everyone's info. So
I know,
don't leave before we do
I
that.
feel bad that some people like had to bow out early. But yeah, no, stick around and let's get the shilling going. Let's see what Fran's got here. Okay. Let's see. Photo 1 has my SNES Junior Game Boy camera and Game Boy printer, as well as my Super Game Boy 2. That is
Ooh,
so
that is
freaking
classic.
cool. The Game Boy printer, I've never actually used that, but I've heard of it. Like I've seen it.
You
like,
never
in
did?
YouTube.
I had it.
Did you?
Oh, it printed out the just worst pictures.
Oh
I
my
think it was
God.
actually sticky, so it was stickers, so you could just actually stick it onto something.
My brothers used it. They're hilarious.
They were
That's
great,
amazing.
man. Oh my god! I used to make because that game, the game with the camera also had like a beat maker, and I would sit there and make beats on it.
Oh my god, that's so freaking cool. I need to see that in action one of these days. Photo 2 is my Sega Genesis stack, including the Sega CD, Sega 32, Game Genie, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Look at that, the Tower of Power.
Classic. The
Hell
Tower of
yeah.
Power.
Oh my god, and the fucking classic Game Genie. For me it was I'd never used Game Genie. I used Game Shark. I had a lot of memories with Game Shark on the PS1. So I missed
forgot
the
that there
boat.
was two different things.
Yeah, they were very
Wow.
similar, but I never used the Game Genie, but I know that's considered the classic one.
Yeah, I had
That's-
Game Shark. At least
I-
for one
I've-
thing.
I've been trying to get James Rolfe like his attention to do like a Game Genie episode of the AVGN. I'm like, bring back the Glitch Goblin.
That's
there was
right.
like- Yeah.
I swear,
and-
I didn't he do something with the Game Genie, or did he? Is it just that he pulls
He's
it out every
used
now and
it.
then?
Yeah, he pulls it out when like games are too hard. But I'm like, dude, you could like an episode where you just break games, and instead of like talking about how they enhanced them, because like
That
one
would
of the
be good.
worst aspects of the Game Genie was like when there was a code in the book and it just didn't work.
Oh yeah. DJ Axis says, I'm still here, by the way. Not much to say. I'm enjoying everyone's collections. I figured it would just get old with me saying, wow, cool collection again and again and again. And he also says, in addition to the Game Genie and Game Shark, there was also Pro Action Replay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think I told the story about Action Replay on one of the streams, right? Because Wrestling Fan, there was, because Action Replay was more like save files. And I remember it was someone uploaded to WWF Raw 2 on the original Xbox. It was like, if you use the save file, you get to see Stephanie McMahon naked. And I was like, as a kid, I'm like, how do I get this? How does this work? And it was like, it was
Where can I
bullshit.
get this?
Yeah, the person was just fucking with me, clearly, but I spent like a whole day desperately trying to get it to work.
That is hilarious.
Next one is, he has it. Fran has one of the Godzilla Magic the Gathering cards. Look at that.
That's
Okay.
what that is. That's sick.
That's fucking, and it's got the nice shine to it as
Yeah,
well.
like a holographic or something.
That is freaking amazing.
Is that like Asian lettering on there too?
Yeah, I can't read that. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna try.
So what they did is they had actually the Godzilla monsters as creatures, but then they did those lands that you see right there, and they would do it in like the Japanese font. And they would just have like scenery of stuff like that. So
Sick.
That is awesome. Or are these the memes? I wonder if they'll play. Because I'm like only in. We have a weird setup, but
Discord?
I'm only in Discord right now. So if I click the link, it won't even show it. But let's see. Let
Oh,
me.
you're not sharing your screen. Are you? You could share. Can't you share it to screen? Share your screen on
Yeah,
Discord.
you can share the screen.
Let's see here.
There's a button right there, right in the middle. Share your screen.
One sec. Oh, okay. Share my screen, and then screen one. Oh, we're going
Or maybe
weird here. Okay. I don't.
you don't know what you just.
I
did?
don't even know if they can. Okay, I
You
think
gotta
there's.
click watch.
There we go.
Just
Okay.
click watch. Stream.
Okay. Okay. I think this will work. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Fran, for showing us your stuff. And I'm sorry you had to bow out early, dude, but definitely gonna wanna.
I gotta.
Hmm?
I was gonna say, I gotta say, like, I meme friends and family. I've been making memes for years for different podcasts and people in the Transformers community. It's an honor for people to finally meme me.
I know, it's such a good feeling. That's why I think you made a meme of me, dude, and you're like, I hope you don't hate me for this. And I'm like, you can meme anything you want. I do not care. So I bring them all on. And I think that goes for all of us here. Or maybe I shouldn't speak on everyone's behalf, but at least for me. meme whatever you want. DJ Axis also says.
Yeah, meme me all you want to.
DJ says, I have some foil cards and even more borderless art cards like that, but none of the Godzilla cards. I think that was after I got out of Magic the Gathering. Well, dude, DJ, we're going to do a part 2, and I would love to have you on, buddy, and we look at more of your stuff. All right, let's get to these memes. I apologize if we're doing this off the cuff here, so I apologize if this doesn't work exactly for our stream. But let's see what happens. I have no context for this whatsoever. Uh-oh. It's not oh no. It's not. I'm breaking the meme here. It's not loading.
There you
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, the Twitter video player, it's so
trash.
kludgy sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. I might be able to
If you open it at Twitter.
open it, but then it's not on my stream here. That's the
I
issue.
get the-
What if?
Because yeah, I'm streaming Discord specifically. Hold on.
See if I
Hold on. If I go, bear with me here. This is all off the fly. This is
Hey,
the,
well,
this is
while
bonus.
he's doing that, why don't you guys take this opportunity to share where people can find you? Paul, do you want to go first?
Sure. I am Paul everywhere on Twitter, Paul Hadouken, YouTube, Paul Hadouken, and Twitch, Paul _ And on Twitch, right now, a bunch of random stuff. I started South Park, doing that, and going, trying to play both games. Everyone hear me?
Little bit.
You're
You're
really
cutting out a
cutting
bit.
out.
Cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to pull up the memes too. But yeah, I'm playing South Park on Twitch, and I'm just uploading random stuff onto YouTube, so that's where everyone can find me, and Twitter. I'm finally on Twitter.
Awesome, man. And Jason, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Jason Tungate. I have been also thinking about starting back up on Twitch. I have had an account there for a little bit, but a lot of fighting games are coming out, so you can find me there. I had Tons of Fun with the Z at the end, so Tons of Funs on that if you would like to follow there. Or like I said, I'm just usually on the Twitter just liking random wrestling videos or video game videos and all that kind of stuff. So
I gotta check out your wrestling stuff. I didn't realize you were such a big wrestling fan. So
yeah, I'm a pretty big wrestling fan. AEW show in 3 weeks, I think it is. And then also a big CM Punk rumors and all that kind of stuff. So I get to live that over again. So
Wherever
hopefully
he shows up, he better show up with some muffins.
it's gonna be he's gonna have his Saturday show at AEW, and it's gonna be the second coming and all this stuff. It's more likely gonna happen. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the other thing too. I have another friend too. We had a wrestling podcast a long time ago. I've been trying to get him back into it. It was called the Shooting Star Press. We were talking about trying to get that back going. So we'll see.
hey, man, that's awesome. Yeah, if you do that, I'm definitely gonna watch. And if you're up for it, maybe we can steal you for an episode or something eventually. And
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
hear some
Anytime.
stuff from you. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
And Ismail, where can people find you?
Me?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
No, people can find me on Twitter, and then through there you can just find all my other stuff at Variety Is IZZ.
Cool
Perfect.
cooking stuff.
Yes,
Very
lots
fancy.
of cooking stuff and random opinions on Twitter.
Awesome. And then then randomly giving James porn games.
Yeah, porn games too. Yeah, there'll be more of those.
That's awesome.
Like furry sex
Perfect.
cabaret. A friend just gifted to another.
And then, of course, DJ Axis also shared a bunch of stuff with us today. And, you know, him and Paul are the ones that do the music for our streams. We always use their stuff. So make sure you check them out, too. You can find DJ Axis on YouTube. DJ Axis is RR, I believe so. We have a playlist on the Melee Games channel as well, and you can click that directly, and it'll link you to both their channels, too. So we'll get some links in the chat, and you should definitely check them out. And Extra, I know you shared like 3 hours ago where people can find you.
Yes,
But if you
I'll
want to
remember.
add to that,
Yeah. So again, I do the Figure Action podcast every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern over on YouTube. Probably going to try and expand that out to other platforms. Like we'll probably do Twitter for sure, and probably do Rumble. Although I don't know if the other hosts are going to have reservations about it. Like our show is strictly about figures. We have people from all sides of the aisles on it. So if you want to have like a truly escapist show where nobody talks politics or anything along those lines, that's Figure Action. We're all friends. We all have a lot of fun. I've known T-Man for like almost a decade now. We've been real life. He's one of my best friends in real life, and so we have a lot of camaraderie on there. And there's just guys I've known for a long time, and we're very passionate about what we collect. And I hope people will come and check out the show. We also have another show called Figure Reaction. Like we used to try and get our interviews and bring on people. We've had, do you know Epic Voice guy John Bailey?
No.
sounds very familiar.
No.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
You've probably heard him as a voice actor. He was in Mega Man 11. He was like a stand-in for Optimus Prime. He also was in the Bumblebee movie as the voice of Shockwave and Soundwave. He stood in for Frank Welker. We've interviewed him. We've interviewed a lot of designers. So we're looking to get those interviews back up. But our show is more of like a news show. We've been doing the show for 5 years now. And it's a very similar format to Side Scrollers, which I kind of find amusing. So if you like Side Scrollers and you want to hear a show that's action figure centric, give us a look. I think it's a lot of fun, and you might enjoy. There's memes, there's videos. We riff on one another, so it's a good time. Also, I'm on Twitter, Extra008. So Extra0 all spelled out. Number 0, number 8. I'm going to try and get my original Twitter handle back, the original 0, because it's a lot easier. So I'm going to try and message Twitter support. But if you want to see the stuff I share with the Legion of Memers, I meme the shit out of Side Scrollers and the folks that are adjacent to Geeks and Gamers. And I've done some Melee Games memes. So if you want to have see some good shit posts and fun posts, follow me on Twitter. It's a lot of fun over there right now. So that's where you can find me.
I want to wish you the best of luck trying to get your handle back from Twitter. We had to deal with some mess with that, and we got it done, but it took a long time. So definitely contact them. Like I think it's possible, but it'll take a bit.
And you're going to be on the Legion of Memers podcast soon, no, right?
Well, yeah, I'm actually going to be. Yeah, thank you. I forgot to mention. So I'm going to be doing a Photoshop tutorial with Superman on Monday, and hopefully down the line I'll be on the Legion streams on Saturday. My May is completely booked on the weekends, so if I do get an invite to go on the Saturday streams, which I hope I do, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'll definitely be there, but like I've got a wedding tomorrow. My cousin's getting married, and then the following weekend is a crapshoot, and we've got like a graduation party, a surprise birthday party, and then the following weekend we have another wedding. So and the first weekend of June, there's another thing going on. So it's nuts, and then so I'd have like the tail end of June, and then July we're going away for a week and a half for our first wedding anniversary, so I'm excited for that.
Oh wow.
Hey, congrats on that.
I can't believe it's almost been a year.
That's super
awesome.
cool.
Thank you.
All right, James, did you figure out the memes?
Maybe. Apologies to anyone watching. While everyone was shilling, I'm pretty sure the audio carried through, but it may have like froze things because I was busy downloading all the memes and uploading them. But I think I got it. And then let me go share my screen, and let's go applications. Let's do that. I don't know if this is going to work for everybody. But we'll see.
We'll try it, and if not, we'll close out the night with broken memes.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Also, shout out Legion of Memers and Superman No Green Rocks. I don't know if I got the full name right, but
Superman,
I love that name.
if he wasn't scared of green rocks.
Green Rocks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's so cool.
Legends.
All right.
The
So
Legion.
here's the first one we got. of Extra, if you guys can see that there. Saying he doesn't want any damn vegetables. Perfect.
Pac-Man eating the Pac-Man.
And then here's the next
'Cause
one.
The green screen was eating Pac-Man.
This was one.
Beautiful Killer Instinct music there. I don't want any damn Tide Pods. Kragen's bacon.
I blame Craig Reed today. Like, I didn't have that apostrophe, and he's like,
Oh no.
iPod.
And for everyone, here's the template. Here's the template of Extra. Go crazy. For
We
example.
can't hear the audio of the video, by the way.
Oh really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, at least we saw the visual of it.
Yeah. And then here you go. Here's example number 1. New Bud Light poster boy.
Hey, I could probably turn their sales dilemma around.
I
Be on
think
the
so. I will buy Bud Light if you're on it. I promise you.
'Cause, you know, I was channeling Quarter Black Eric when
Oh, you're cutting out there. We're cutting down. Everything's falling apart here. We're busting at the seams. All right.
I was channeling Quarter Black Eric.
I heard some of that. I heard some of it.
I heard some of it.
All right. Well, final meme of the night here. I don't know who's gonna be able to hear this. This is the big one. How Extra got his collection. Fuck, we need air support and we need it now. All right, guys. That was it. That was our meme so far, but I'm sure there might have even been more, but those are the ones I found. So definitely check out Twitter and Legion of Memers because they're going to be going crazy with this stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. For
Thank you,
joining
everybody.
us. Thank you for everyone that presented stuff. There was some really cool stuff, things I didn't even know existed pretty much. So definitely I learned a lot, and I'm going to go through this video later and just like scrub through and see what everyone showed and just take a closer look because it's been really great. And thank you for everyone watching. You've survived 3 hours with us.
3 hours of our cool shit. Pretty much.
Holy.
Oh my god.
I appreciate all of you. Yeah, 3.5 hours. And of course, if you want to join in the next community event, you can through our Discord, which you can find on our Twitter, Melee Games. And we're going to do more stuff like this. You know, we let people tell us what you want to do, and we do it. So come check us out and hang out again.
I want a duck game night. That's what I want.
Okay.
I still gotta check that
You
out.
gotta do it. All right.
I'll just start gifting. I'll start gifting copies over on the
Oh shit.
Side Scrollers Discord. I can't talk. Side Scrollers Discord. I'll just gift some copies over there.
There you go.
Hot dog.
Just spam it to us until everyone's got it.
Flood the ducks.
Then we start streaming it.
Hashtag flood the ducks. You get a duck, you give a duck. I like that. There you go. All right. I'm
I don't
bowing
give a
out.
duck.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Everyone, all your collection was super freaking cool. Obviously, Extra is the Lord of Collections. He's the General Grievous of the night. But like everything that I saw was super fucking great. All right.
Before we go, I'll to go back to Superman's meme there. I have my entire life been collecting, like legitimately, like since the '80s, since I was a little kid. There has been no break. Like things slowed down, like when money got tight, like when I was trying to go to college and everything. I'd pick up a little, one thing here or there, but this was not an overnight thing. This has been built over many years. So just if anybody's wondering.
You start slow and you slowly build, and then you're overwhelmed. All right, I'm bowing out.
Wait,
Well,
guys, sorry. One last thing.
Titanic.
Oh god.
Titanic.
Yes.
We're ending it on Titanic. Beautiful.
Yep.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
All right, guys. It's just you and me now. It's just us. Let's play some music. Damn, 3.5 hours of cool stuff. Thank you, everyone. Every single one of you guys that joined us tonight. Thank you to all our viewers that sat through all our cool stuff. Thank you, Superman, for the memes. Thank you, DJ Axis, for the amazing music you're hearing here. Thank you also for sharing with us, buddy. I was happy to talk about the stuff that you were showing and kind of be your voice. Thank you, J Raptor Fan, who says thank you for the show and tell. Com was in there earlier over on Twitch. I appreciate everyone, and I hope you had a good time. All right. I need to go watch some Transformers after that. What do you think? I'm gonna go relax, and maybe I'll watch the Bumblebee movie, because I have on good authority, on Isman and Extra's authority, that it's really good. Thank you guys. Till next time. Bye.